Would anybody like to recount the happenings of the last session? Also, can we get an OBS recording, please?
Oh, we are already there.
Awesome.
I can do it quick and dirty. You guys can always have more details afterwards.
Sure, go ahead.
So, I believe we started with the caped Gith on top of like the ravine above us, ringing his bell, which started an encounter, which was a pretty rough encounter. The dwarves lived, Norvis and Dazzler. We escaped out of there after killing all the like small mini Gith that came up. Leaving there, so we shared our rations. Some did not have enough, and we made camp. During camp, oh man, I'm forgetting names now. It's terrible. Jenny and Nadia, they decided to take the sword, which has proven dangerous already, from Alec, and bury it off in the distance where he cannot find it. If this is good nature or some trickery for fun, hard to say. But after doing that, Alec woke up, kind of walking like a zombie a bit, and beelining straight for the sword, digging it up, while Nadia and Jenny were, well, pretty much all of us were stopping him from kind of getting there towards the end. But he eventually picked it back up because he seemed completely undeterred and unresponsive to any queries towards him. Afterwards, he realized it was us once he got the sword again. And yeah, we kind of talked to Norvis and Daslo. Then they're going to head back to the city. I think we are heading back in the city right now, still. And they're going to go their separate ways. And we are going to regroup in the city and maybe talk more about what has happened in the chaos of the night.
Mm-hmm. You can try. All right. I am going to start us on this map here. You are on your last night before reaching the town. And I should say the city. It's no small town, Rom. And I for a little bit of fun, I gave y'all each a bedroll that you control. If you can find which one you control, you can move it about, and you can move the camp where you want on the map. So if you'd like the camp to be over here, or over here, or over here, just put your bedrolls together. Figure that out for yourselves, between yourselves.
Wait, what?
And the little one, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say mine's pretty obvious.
Who's by the cliff? Oh.
I'm gonna stand near the fire because I want to be warm at night.
The fire will move. The fire is going to move wherever, like, you can build a fire. So the fire is going to move wherever y'all have to be together to benefit from the fire during the cold night. So generally, you need to put I'll just kind of put this out of the way, but put yourselves generally together, and then the fire will be between y'all. Okay. So the fire's right here.
I love how Rona's bedroll is like small enough for her. It's so cute.
I thought of everything. And then the dwarves are one dwarf is going to hang by the bushes, the other one's going to hang over here. Okay. The one that's holding the little thing there, the bow, is going to be Norbus. And Daslo is the one with the pick. Okay, so you can do, your typical night watches as you wish. Who wants to take what?
I'll go up first. I'll ask Jenny if she wants to help me.
Sure.
All right.
Jenny, you want to help? Nadia turns to you.
Actually, she's going to say, maybe you should pair up with Beastie. And she's like sitting on her bedroll, and she's just sitting cross-legged, and she's watching Alec.
Okay, she taps Jenny's shoulder, kind of okay, like, and then she's gonna go up to Beastie and say, "So, join me for watch?"
BC. Oh wow. Sorry, my throat is super dry. BC kind of grunts and nods. She's like, okay.
Okay. Those who are taking first watch, please roll a perception check. All right. And I'm going to roll. How do I do a 2 DM only roll?
It's slash GM roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Mine was 2DM. Whoops.
Oh, is it slash GM roll all one word?
Yeah.
You can.
Yes,
Can't
that's
you
right.
just do
Okay.
slash GM space?
I don't know that. Okay, that did work. Yeah, slash GM roll. Okay. At the beginning of the night, all's fairly quiet. You only hear the, soft noises of the wind and the occasional squawk of a castrakel above. Who's next for a perception? Oh, and if you'd like to talk to each other, by all means.
I'll take the next watch too.
Okay. If y'all don't talk to each other, we'll move to the next watch.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't feel like either one of our characters are very talkative.
That's fair enough. So Ostos is watching.
With Alec.
And with Alec. All right. Alec, go ahead and roll a perception as well.
Just find it.
Okay. Do y'all talk to each other in any capacity?
Just as a kind of a little bit of a recap from the last session. Alec, just so you know, when we get back to the town, I don't have enough money to buy what we need to take a look at and gesture towards the sword.
Oh.
But if there's another job, I wouldn't mind taking on another job to get more money to be able to purchase it.
Oh, sure. That makes sense. But how much do you actually need to do that? Because,
So, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, DM, but it's 100 gold or 100 iron for a dune drop.
Yes, a dune drop is 100 iron.
Yes, so I would need 100 iron's worth to buy one of these gems,
Or 10 bronze.
and I would always have it afterwards. I wouldn't be able to. It wouldn't be taken up, but I need one to do this. Or if you could borrow one, that would work too.
all right. Let's try to get that item of yours quietly though, because we don't want to raise any suspicions, right?
No, definitely not. No.
All right. Okay, so don't worry. I'll help you with it because, I mean, you are helping me, so that's the least you could do, I suppose.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll get your back.
Eventually, your watch comes to a close.
Yep.
All remains quiet. Who's got the last one?
Jenny.
Okay, and are you going this alone, I'll have one of the dwarves join you too then.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the dwarves. is fine.
Doslo can't sleep. He's still a little shaken by the events from the past, and he says, "Hey Jenny, are you taking the last sleep alone?
Yes.
Watch, I mean. I'll join you. I'm having a bit of trouble sleeping."
Are you thinking about the monsters?
I'm thinking about everything, to be honest. You can see he's still quite kind of nervous from all the things that have gone on the last, I should say the last couple nights or so.
Jenny will just look at him and say, "Do not worry. You are strong. You did not die horribly."
Am I strong? Kind of looks back at the lot of you, all armored and adventured up with his little pickaxe.
You can try to hit me.
Oh, no, I don't think that's a very good idea.
Scared to hit a girl.
No, scared to hit a friend.
That's okay. You probably wouldn't be able to do anything to me anyway. And she'll smirk.
He just kind of looks down and goes, "Oh, okay."
She'll just sit in silence and be like, "Wow, I was trying to egg him on," and just not say anything.
Norbus probably would have taken the bait. Doslo's a little different.
You hurt Doslo's feelings.
He sort of kicks his feet around while he sits down and says, "Do you think they'll follow us? The nasty things."
I don't know. Probably not.
Oh, let's get those perceptions in there just to.
Oh, yeah, right.
I'll do it for. I found a nice 1/8 CR for a dwarf. So.
Nice.
Cool. Wait, is that supposed to be on disadvantage?
No. We'll take your first number.
Cool. It's
just as bad anyhow.
cool.
Oh no.
Excellent.
Nice.
I saw a lot of sand and rocks.
Wow. Doslo rolled a 17.
Oh my god. Just for everyone's information, I rolled a 17 minus 10.
Yes.
Minus 10.
Without the teen part.
So it's a 7.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, okay. I was kind of banking on one of you rolling high. It's kind of different when it's the NPC, but I'll take it, I guess. The initial rolls. Roll. Well, I think it's fine. God damn it! Stop clicking that. I'd like you to roll one more time for me, please. And it's not a do-over. There's a reason for this.
Cool. I got a 3.
Okay.
I'm dead.
It was nice knowing y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you still have to do an opposed. This is an opposed roll, so maybe something else will roll poorly. So I'm just gonna hit this. Okay. All right. Great. Excellent.
It did not roll poorly, did it?
We will see.
It is gonna be Doslo who screams in the middle of the night.
Oh fuck.
And as he screams, Nadia, you realize why. They're
Nadia?
already. I'm sorry. Did I say Nadia? Jenny.
Yeah.
Don't tell me they all look
We
alike.
don't look the same.
I resisted.
Jenny, this is awful. This is the dwarves all over again.
Yeah.
Jenny, when you see Doslo screaming, you realize why these creatures are already upon you. I would like, but thanks to his scream, you get a perception check, chance to not be the subject of a sneak attack, and everyone else gets a perception check -5 for waking up to this. Otherwise, they are going to be subject to a
Yes, I got a natural 20.
Nice, Alec. You like you jump up to attention. Astos, you fling yourself up to attention. Beastie, you fling yourself up to attention. Who else? Are we missing anyone? Y'all did fucking amazing. Nobody's going to be except for Nadia. Nadia, you're going to be sleeping on this on this round. You hate to see it, but you'll get to participate in the next round. So
Damn
literally
it, I
everybody
always
but
fall
Nadia
asleep.
gets to go this round. Oof. Also, if you can do me a favor, can you change your icon to your icons to this character's icons? Otherwise, I'm going to get distracted by like Dara's icon rolling for Nadia.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
And
Hold on.
what?
I have to exit the game and redo my picture.
That's
What?
fine.
Can't you just do
no,
the talking ass thing?
You should be able
Yeah.
to do
At the bottom
the
of the chat?
talking thing. Yeah.
At the bottom right, where you can type in messages,
But it was-
underneath it says "as" and then has a name by it.
But it was
You
set
can
as
click that.
Nadia. So she did have it as Nadia, I think. I don't know.
I mean, mine always defaults to my profile
He is
picture.
talking about the picture.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, mine says Astos when I first start, but it's Undertale fan art.
Mm-hmm.
But I can swap over to Astos.
Yeah. Mine says
Right.
Beastie, but it's the book,
Correct.
and I switch over to.
Okay.
This is totally a joke, but because I'm gonna just be like in character go, oh my goodness, it's that terrible thing over there that I don't see yet.
Oh no, it's them.
Right?
Beware of it.
Ah! Those things!
Yeah. So as you launch up, I should make a mention. Had you gotten the earlier perception, you would have been able to put your armors on.
Ooh.
Those who wear armor normally are without armor as you sleep, unless you tell me to sleep with your armor on, and then in that case, roll me a Constitution saving throw to determine whether or not you can sleep properly with your armor on.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm without
no.
armor.
Is anybody sleeping with their armor on?
No.
Jenny, you obviously have your armor on
Mhm.
because you took the watch.
Yeah.
Those who were sleeping do not have their armor on, unless they tell me that they intended to sleep with it, which is fine. But you then have to roll me versus exhaustion. Okay. Let's turn that music on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. I have 12 AC now.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Yours
I
is even
mean,
worse than Beastie.
yeah, I mean, I need my armor. I have no dex. So.
Make sure to have the Rhythm Bot volume on so that you can hear it well. I always choose music that's very thematic for the game, but don't let it overpower voices. Okay. We're going to hold on before you fucking roll initiative. Before I even finish the sentence, I'm going to remove all the turns.
Oh, but I had
Okay.
my mouse button
Now,
ready.
now you can roll initiative.
Oof. That was good. That was good. Ah, shit.
Cool.
Oops.
It would take me 10 minutes to don my armor, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That would be like.
Even for
a
I think
minute
light
or-
armor, it's like a minute. So this is like not an appropriate time to don armor.
And I was just thinking
600
about how many.
rounds of combat.
If you had caught the initial perception check, you would have been able to see them from far away and start donning armor.
Wait, did you just say that 10 minutes is 600 rounds of?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Rounds of combat is
A
6 seconds.
minute is 10 rounds.
Yup.
So yeah,
Wow.
it gets out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I think 100 rounds is what you mean.
Or yeah, not.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna order it. Descending. That did not work. Oh no, it does. Just got some really funky numbers here. Did everybody roll? It doesn't look like everybody rolled. I got Alec, Beastie, Jenny, Ostos. I don't have Nadia. Nadia?
Why do you want me to
doesn't
roll?
go until the next time. Remember?
That's okay.
Yeah.
I do remember, but you still need to be in the initiative.
Okay.
Okay, so Alec, Jenny, Beastie, Ostos, Nadia. I think that's everybody, right? Oh, the dwarves. Hold on, I gotta roll to see if Norbus awoke. Norbus rolled a 5. he's out of the loop.
Cool. I was gonna say Daslow because he has PTSD. Maybe he should do it with disadvantage.
Daslow's got a 3 initiative, but he's in the surprise round. And Norbus has a 5. Oh, these are perceptions. Hold on. Daslow has a. So Daslow, when he is awake, will have a pretty good chance here. So now let's get that going. All right, Alec, you spring to attention. You are surrounded by. All of you can do nature checks to determine what the hell these things are.
All right.
Oof.
Those that are a hunter with the desert being their favorite terrain may roll with advantage, although a 19 already gets you what you want, Jenny. So I guess it's unnecessary.
What about a druid of the desert?
Are you a druid of the desert? I mean, you're not really a druid of the desert. We just kind of let you choose the spells from the desert thing. You're a druid of the forest, if you're from the mountains.
Yeah, that's true. She did take circle of the.
Yeah, I know. I totally get you, but I figured that's just because we were choosing spells and traits that were
that
befitting
suited
of your style.
The world.
Yeah. Okay, so those who made a 12 or higher, you see that these are Jawshal, or otherwise known as silt runners. They are little reptilian creatures. They're not. They would be called not necessarily intelligent, but cunning. They tend to be here for Miss 19. I'll give you a very quick secret. Let's go into the secrets chat.
I got a natural 20.
They're cowardly.
Okay.
That's all I have to say. Okay, back into the chat.
Okay. That was quick.
Yeah.
They look like kobolds, kind of.
Yeah, but they've been pushed to extinction in Dark Sun.
Yeah.
All right. I can't explain why. Alec, what do you do? You see that there are Jawshal all about you. These little fucking bastards. You've seen them before.
I'm gonna ignore everything and don my armor. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna cast Shoot of Fate on myself as a bonus action because I can do that. And I have a 14 AC for the moment.
Hell yeah.
Oh god.
Yep, that's with the +2 from the spell. And I'm gonna run up this motherfucker over here, yelling in the way, if I can do that as a free action.
Sure, you can yell.
Nada, wake up, goddammit! And I'll pick up my sword and try to attack him with it.
Okay. Nadia is waking up groggily, but slowly, we'll say. Will not be part of the surprise round.
All right.
Okay. Were you swinging at him?
Yes.
Oh, that is a big oof. All right. That's a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Next is Norbus. You hear him going, "Oh, what's going on?" And he starts to stand himself up, but he's not part of the surprise round. Next is the little fuckers. Alec. This one is going to swing at you with a little bone dagger.
Okay.
And hit a 17.
Okay.
He will do 3 piercing damage.
Okay, 3%.
Another one is going to run up to Norbus
Mm-hmm.
and have advantage thanks to sneak
Wrong.
attack,
Oh.
and hits a 12, which does not hit
Ooh,
Norbus, even with advantage.
nice.
Okay, the next one's this one over here is going to run up to you, Jenny, and swing at you with a dagger.
Cool.
And hits a 4, so that's a big nope.
Miss me.
Another one's going to come up to Doslo, poor Doslo, and hit an 11, which does not hit.
Oh,
And the last one is going to go up to Beastie. And hit a 14.
That does not hit. I had
All
to
right.
double check what my AC was without armor.
Yeah, remember to determine what your AC is without armor.
Yeah, I just ticked off the equipped on it, and it
Perfect.
automatically calculated it for me. I
Yep.
just had to double check it.
And thanks to Ostos being tucked in that little corner, he's not yet been attacked. That's their turn. Nadia.
Hold on a minute, I gotta do my armor thing.
Well, that's okay. Nadia is skipping her turn due to being surprised. Jenny?
I am going to if can I use intimidation to yell at like one of them, or would it be all of them?
I'll allow you an action to intimidate one, which will give him disadvantage on
Okay.
on the next attack roll or something, if you want to do it that way.
Yeah. Never mind, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm going to just try and whack the lizard in front of me,
Okay.
which is a miss.
Yeah, you ducked under it as you swing with the pike.
Yeah.
Anything else?
And I think that's all I can do. Oh, I am going to throw a hunter's mark on...
Okay, as a bonus?
Yeah, as a bonus.
All right, I will indicate that he is marked with
Okay.
a little... what should I do that with? Oh, here we go.
Nice.
All right, Beastie. There's a little one in your face.
Yep, I see him, and I am going to... create bonfire right under his feet. Wait, I have a new toy. I'm gonna primal savagery him.
Oof. All right, that hits.
No,
And you slash him in the face, and he screeches, but he's not dead yet. Can you see his health?
I cannot.
Good. All right. Anything else? That was your action?
Yeah, I think that primal savagery is an action, right?
Yes.
Just want to check.
But you can still cast a bonus action spell, thanks to it being a cantrip. Or you
If I
can do
have
any other
one?
bonus actions.
Yeah, I don't have any other bonus actions, so I'll just
That's fine.
stay put.
All right.
Oh, it's not fritted.
Oops. I accidentally skipped the initiative, but it's the little ones with bows that are now shooting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna get. Let's see. Bow shot on Alec and Norbus. Alec is an 8,
Nope.
and Norbus is a critical hit.
Oh,
Oh, but these are more like little slings. Actually, they don't have bows.
Still, let's go, Norbus. I would like to use my chronal shift to make him reroll.
Okay. He rerolls a 12 and misses.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Good job,
From a
man.
crit to a miss. Very nice. You just saved Norbus's ass.
Again.
I'm not sure he would have survived a crit. All right. Yeah, that's badass. So what you see is he's the little silt runner's flipping his sling around. He fires the shot, and you see in your own eyes it go in between Norbus's eyes and knock him into the ground with blood gushing out of his forehead. But as you reach out to do the chronal shift, the sort of blood pours back into his head. The bullet from the sling comes back out and takes a trajectory over his head.
Yeah, okay. Astel should just be there shuddering a bit, but...
you just saw someone die, and you're the only person who saw it.
Yep.
Trauma. Okay, that's the first two. The next two are going to both shoot at Jenny.
Okay.
And one critically fails.
Nice.
And the other one hits a 16.
That hits.
Okay, he does minimum 3 damage.
Okay.
The last one is going to shoot at Nadia. Now, normally he get advantage against a surprise target, but you're also prone, so it just kind of washes out.
Yeah.
So he hits a 12. Does that hit you without your armor?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So he will do 6 damage.
How much dex do you have for a rogue?
Not enough.
Nope.
Do you have a 16 or higher dex?
My dexterity is at 20.
What?
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, this
20?
missed you. What's your AC at?
Well, right now my AC is at 1. Considering.
Your AC should be at least a 15. So if your dexterity is a 20, which, by the way, bravo for, I guess, rolling an 18 and then stacking the 2 on it.
Yes.
So that you never have to worry about that stat again. But that makes your AC a 15 minimum. And then without the armor, it just stays at a 15. So that does not hit you. Go ahead and put the HP back on. I don't know how you're getting 11. All right. Alstos?
I think that the people next... Oh, there's a lot of archers out there. I'm gonna do, stand up. Or if I'm already awake and standing up, I'm gonna ring my bell at this guy. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw rolled. He rolled a -1.
Oof.
Okay. He takes 7 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Is this one that's been damaged already? There's like a different die for...
The different die is 12.
Nice.
Yeah.
As the bell tolls, it cracks his skull and he falls to the ground, dead.
There's gonna be...
Which one is it that you hit? Is
This
it
one down here. No, it's this one down here.
Oh, okay, the archer. Gotcha.
Yep.
All right.
There's gonna be a very exaggerated arm pump for this is the first time it's worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
But, that'll be it.
Alstos with the first kill. Now it's
First
time
reload.
for Doslo to swing wildly at this this creature. He hits and does. He kills it.
Oh my god.
Just enough damage. Actually, it's technically a knockout, bringing it to 0 HP. He goes and goes. I did it! I did it, Jenny! And he runs over to help you in the next round.
That's a bow dwarf.
Alec.
Okay, top of the round. I'm gonna try to stab this guy again.
All right. Please roll higher.
Yes, I will try.
That hits.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, rolling damage.
You give him a good gash in his chest with the blade, but it was not deep. Oops, I didn't mean to X him out.
It was not deep. It did.
and he cries out in pain. And
It's too late to dump his might on that. I'm gonna do it anyway.
I mean, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I would allow you to dump a smite if you wanted to.
No. I don't want to do it.
Okay. Next is Norbus. He picks himself up, and goes, "Oh shit!" and grabs the nearby pick that he's got, and attacks, and hits a 22, and kills it.
Oh yeah!
I was not really banking on these guys being that helpful. Whatever. Now it's time for the kobold. So Alec, it's gonna swing at you and hit a 13.
13 misses because of Shield of Faith. Nice.
Nice. So Shield of Faith. So as it swings at you, you hear the faint laughter, the alluring laughter of Abalache Ray as its dagger sort of pierces a invisible wall, 3 inches beyond you. All right. This one is going to attack you, Jenny, and hits a 6. That's going to miss. Beastie is gonna attack you. Come on, roll the damn die. And hit a 9. It's gonna miss. All right, Nadia, you are now able to pick yourself up and fight.
Yeah, I'm going to 10, 15, 20. I think I'm gonna hit this little bastard with my short bow.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, humble doors indeed. They're fucking CR 1/8. Like they're not supposed to be that good. You hit.
You gotta level up them sometimes.
Yeah, I think it's time for them to be a CR 1/4.
I don't perhaps get sneak, do I? Or no?
No, I don't see why you would get sneak attack in this instance.
Okay. All right.
However, the arrow right into its neck and it falls down dead.
Ooh.
That is enough
Nadia's
damage.
doing her happy dance.
All right, Jenny.
I'm going to try and hit the lizard folk again. Actually, I'm going to look to the dwarf friend and be like, "You got this," and I'm going to disengage if I can, so I don't take an opportunity attack. And I'm gonna come over here, and I'm going to yell at the other lizard folk and say, "Get out of here!" And I'm gonna use my fire breath, which is a natural 20.
All right, and what's the range on this? Fire breath?
It is. Oh no, did I not check the range? It's. Wait, it says my draconic ancestry determines on it?
Yeah, but we did the conal, so look up the conal one.
They're 15 feet cones.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to get a little closer.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Let's see, I walked 15 feet, so
but it may be hard to get them both. Let's see. It's really stretching it, but I'm going to let you do it.
Okay. So they have to do a dex save.
Okay, both of them will do a dex save, rolling it up. 4 and a 13. What's your DC? It's 11, so one saves, one fails.
Okay.
And with... Jesus, is it a 2d6 plus con?
It's 2d6 plus con plus my proficiency bonus. So it's a 13. That's the DC. I don't know why it says 11.
Okay. It should just be the 2d6, right? Hold on, let me...
Yeah, it's just the 2d6.
I think she's calculating.
So the 9 damage
DC.
on the right side is what it does.
Oh, okay. My bad. I probably did that wrong. So I will fix that during a break or something.
Otherwise, that's a very powerful fire breath. I think it's the 9. 2d6 is the standard. So it will get halved for 1 to 4. That makes it survive it. The other one dies instantaneously, screaming in agony from the fire.
Awesome.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. That's a pretty good turn. Beastie?
Okay. Beastie is going to, again, primal savagery this fucker.
All right, roll it. Nice. And what's the damage?
Nah.
All right, you like basically latch onto its throat and start tearing it apart. Creature can't even scream as it dies. All right.
No
Anything
scream
else?
for you. No, I'm good.
All right. There's going to be two little buggers that peek out from the corner here. What are their targets? Nadia and let's just go down the line. So one's going to fire back at you, Jenny, and hit a 22.
That hits.
And does 6 damage, and it's going to run under behind cover because it's terrified of you.
Okay. Yeah, you better run.
The one that's still alive out here, seeing his friend die, is actually going to take a shot over at Astos.
Okay.
No.
He's going to hit a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And do 4 damage.
Okay.
And he's terrified of the bell. He's going to drop down and take cover.
Astos, you're looking rough.
The one behind the rock here is going to... these two behind the rocks are going to take shots at Jenny. One rolls a critical miss, and the other one hits a 23. I'm sorry, Nadia. I meant Nadia.
Oh.
All
right. 23, I assume, hits. And does 6 damage. And they're both going to run behind the rocks. The one that actually took damage from you, Jenny, I think is actually going to run away.
Okay.
So he's out here. And I think that's all the archers. Yep, Astos?
Okay. I have faith in Alec. I'm going to hit this guy with a wisdom saving throw for Toll the Dead as well.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do the wisdom saving throw. It is a natural 20, which gives him an 18.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Okay. The bell does not work, and I am going to take cover. No bedroll.
I'll say you can go prone, and that'll make you hard to shoot.
You know what?
Yes. There's not really cover out there.
I will snuggle with a bedroll.
Now for Doslo. He is going to attempt to hit the creature right next to him. And rolls an 8 for the first time. He doesn't fucking smash
kill
something
outright the creature.
Yeah, and that's his. Alec.
Okay, so rinse and repeat. I have nothing else to do.
Sure.
Because Paladin's sold out. Okay, Blackblade.
All right, that's gonna hit.
That's good. That's a good hit. Okay. 6 slashing damage.
Oh man, you like behead the creature.
Nice.
With that much damage. All right,
that
he is down.
I'm gonna use my movement check. 30 feet? Nope. Yeah, 30 feet. Best I can do is over here. That's my turn.
All right. So you run forward, and the kobold looks in fear as you run towards it. Already quite a few people around him. Doslo is... he's going to come over here and throw his pick at him.
Oh, for Jesus.
Hits a 7, so it just kind of falls on the ground nearby it and goes, "Oh, shit!" And the creatures, this one here, is about to get surrounded, and it doesn't like that. It's going to meep and try to run away. Doslo gets a attack of opportunity and hits. It kills him instantly.
Yes!
As he tries to run away. Oh my god.
Doslo,
I did not factor the dwarves for this combat. All right. And then I think you killed all the other melees. Yeah, you sure,
Yeah.
You sure did. So that's it for the melees. I'm going to remove them from the initiative. Nadia?
I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'm going to take a pot shot at this little bitch right here.
Okay. And as soon as you come into View, it screams a little bit.
Good. I hope it pees itself.
Good. Well, you'll see. Depends on how you roll. All right. Roll damage. All right. Just right through the eye. Didn't have time to pee. Only had time to die. All right. That's Nadia, unless you had something else to do.
Nope. I'm good.
All right, Jenny. You saw that the one on fire ran away screaming.
Yeah.
And the other archers are starting to falter on their valor.
I wonder if I should just keep chasing him. Let's see, how far can I get? Pretty close. I'm gonna go to about here until I can see him, and I will. Oh, I forgot. I can move my hunter's mark.
Yep, sure can. That's a bonus action.
So I probably would move it to him, unless I wouldn't be able to see him.
No, you can see him.
Okay.
And you mark him.
Yeah, I'll shoot him with my longbow.
All right, you hit.
Cool.
Deal damage.
And then
Wow.
with the hunter's mark, so 15.
That is yeah, you did a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
You shoot him through the head, and it pierces the skull, and he is really dead. There's some like gray matter behind him. All right. What else? Anything else you do, Jenny?
I'm just gonna call out to Natty and be like, after we should decide if we can eat these ones or not. And that's my turn.
It's lizard folk all over again.
Yeah.
Beastie?
She nods fiercely.
BC perks up and goes, eat? And let's see. Let me double check my movement speed on. Ooh. Okay. How far away are these bastards? I'm sorry. I should have been measuring, but I didn't want to be like.
Go ahead.
Have they all started to run away? You little
Yeah.
cowardly bastards.
They are. You're like, I jump 60 feet in the air.
So, about that, if you have multiple distances, how does that work?
What do you mean?
Like, if you have a 30-foot walk speed and a 30-foot climb speed.
Well, you would take the minimum, or I should say the lowest number between them is how much you can move in total. So you can either climb 30 feet, or you can run 30 feet, or you can run 15 feet and climb 15 feet.
That just means that you have the same speed.
But they're not
walking
additive.
through.
Yeah. I wanted to claw one in the face. But
I know.
well,
It would have been cool.
it would have been.
You can at least dash that way and get a good view of them for the next time.
I can, however, move. Wow. I can't see that one no matter what I do, but I can see that one up there. If I move, yeah, I'll move over to here-ish, which is like 30 feet.
Okay. And what do you do?
Nothing.
I don't know why yours is saying 40. Mine's saying 76. Maybe just you didn't capture the whole length.
I was gonna say, do you have the grid on? Because that could be what's causing the measurement difference.
No, it's fair.
Oh, okay.
It's doing it right. She just didn't have the full
Yeah, I
on
just
it.
didn't go the full
okay.
way.
Yeah, I saw her do that. I saw her do it right the second time.
No, I don't have anything that can go that far, so I'm just gonna move forward so I can see better.
All right.
And call it good.
Alrighty. Well, I was gonna have a round where a lot of them successfully run away, but y'all murdered them so fast. So they're going to partially run away. So this one is going to run as fast as he can away from y'all. He would technically be off the grid. And this one's going to be even farther away. So far away I can't actually portray it well.
How much is his speed? Because I might be able to hit him.
Well, it's 30, so when they dash, it's 60.
Let me check.
Get him. No running away.
Yeah,
from us.
he's further away than my range.
Damn
My
it.
max range. Fuck.
Okay, that's all they do. They are full on turning their backs and running.
They
Ostos?
thought we'd be easier targets.
Yeah. They outnumbered you initially.
by a lot. If that's it, then I'm just gonna keep my eyes open, and if I see any more of them creep around the rocks, I'm just gonna hold it to the dead. So my bell's just extended out, looking around.
like a fucking
Send it out with a shaky arm.
all right, and then are there any actions that are going to be pursuing this, or should we end the initiative?
I think we're done. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'll still
Okay.
sweep my pursuit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go pursue after them.
All right. So that's they run off screaming. Those who are trained in medicine can do a medicine check.
I am or not? Yep, I'm not.
Me either.
Nobody's trained in medicine.
Nope.
Beastie
I
is,
am,
but
but-
it's a 7. You know, you're just so you're just so adrenaline packed that now's not really the time. Maybe. Doslo is looking not shook this time, but actually empowered. And he goes, "Look, Jenny, I did it."
Yes,
As
you did. Congrats. And then I'm going to look at the lizard and be like, do you have dagger? Knife?
Sorry, say that. You say that to who?
To Daslo, if he has a knife.
Well, they do, and he kneels down and picks up a bone dagger from the creature and hands it to you.
Thank you. And then I'm going to start cutting up the lizard folk for meat to cook.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, Beastie's right there with her.
Yeah.
She's gonna start like looking them over and checking out their bodies and what they've got on them, besides maybe a bone dagger, and then taking like a bite on the arm to see if they're tasty.
Sure. Now, even for Dre, this may be a little brutal because they're not quite like lizard folk that are cannibals. But in desperate measures, it's not beyond people to turn to cannibalism.
Yeah, I mean, I think she would like be basically like she's standing there with a knife, thinking, "Should I even do this?"
I don't want to poo-poo on your lizard.
No,
folk
that's
for-
okay. I'm just like I'm thinking, how desperate would my character be right now? So
Yeah, I
she's
mean,
just
if you run out of rations, you know, it might be a terrible requirement. But Beastie, you're in the shit right now. You're having fun.
Yep, absolutely.
Do any of the
Yeah.
bodies have like hats or caps or something that I think might fit well on Norbus's head?
You know what? Go ahead and roll an investigation, followed by a let's say. Is there a way to like roll individually a D8 for each creature that was here, which was 12. Individual D8s.
I mean, I could roll 12d8 and then you can hover over it and see which
Yeah, sure.
results are.
Roll 12d8 for me. If you get a 1 on any of them, then they've got a hat. All right, there's 2 hats here.
Oh.
One is basically a glorified piece of cloth folded over his head, and the other one is a kind of like a piece of leather that has holes in it to wrap around their kind of ears, but it could be modified for dwarven ears, perhaps.
Okay, I'm gonna take the leather one,
Okay.
and go over to Norbus and be like, that was so really good fighting out there, Norbus. But
well, thank you. I tried my best.
it's really good. But and I kind of present the head wrap to him. You might want to protect your head next time. I mean, I saw one of those just whisper, almost kicks you in the head. Almost.
He goes, oh God, really?
Yeah, it was close. It was just so fast. Oh.
He takes the cap and goes, wow, Astos, thank you. I'll wear it with honor. And he puts it on his head. It's a little small because it's made for soul runners, but all the same, he looks so proud. And Norbus is grumbling, picking his pickaxe back up that he missed with, and going, "Oh, sure, yeah, sure."
Hey, don't worry, you both did great. I mean, you killed one, he killed you. That's the important thing is that you both survived, right?
Aye, yes, Norbus says. And Norbus also says, also, did anyone feel like a sense of deja vu during the battle?
Probably just your imagination and the stress, and I'll clutch my arm that's been shot with a sling, and then back to the bedroll.
Yeah, I felt like, just felt funny, you know? And he sort of rubs his head in between his eyes a little bit.
I'm gonna look at Astos just like suspiciously.
Nope, just walking away out of that conversation.
I'm gonna start piling up the bodies.
No.
Oh, I was
He's
about
currently
to.
like nomming on hers, just by her.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna pick up
currently like
all water
cutting
bodies.
mine open and stuff like that. I mean, I was going to.
If
How do they taste?
They taste,
Yuck.
the meat is very tough and chewy, and it's hard to get past the initial kind of like leathery skin, scaly leathery skin. You have to kind of pick the scales off, and sometimes they get in your mouth, you know. So it's kind of a pain in the ass to eat, but it's meat all the same.
Could I actually, because I'm assuming, like, is this the end of a long rest, or we haven't had it yet?
I'll say that that you're capable of having your long rest. This is actually technically after the long rest of everybody who didn't have the last wash.
Okay.
So unfortunately, Jenny, your health is what it is.
That's fine.
Until your next day. Or so.
Because I was going to, like, I'll probably cut open the blizzard person, but before I do that, I'm going to just cast Detect Poison and Disease, and just see if, like, their meat is tainted or something.
Sure. Go ahead and give me the cast. Oh, you did it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
These creatures are not poisonous in nature. And you're doing this over all the meat.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a 1d12, 12 times.
Okay, then I'm gonna do
12d12 is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, like if Alec is.
You detect that, let's say, this body here. This would be a bad one to eat.
Okay.
It has some kind of like scale rot.
Okay.
And if that were eaten, even beastie would.
Which body?
This one here.
Okay.
Not the one you were eating.
I was like, she already started to eat it.
I kind of like in my own head said if the first one is one, it's the one you're eating.
Gotcha.
But that was
Also,
a 12. So that one's the cleanest one. You asked if you wanted to carve one out as what, to pack meat?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a survival to see if you
Okay.
mince it or do a good job quartering the little guy.
Oh God.
You kind of mince it. The good news is you got other bodies. You can do this too.
Looking at this cannibalism thing happening, Alec would just go like, I mean, we're just close to the city. Do you actually want to do this? Okay, never mind. She's doing it, and I'm gonna move away.
Yeah, and again, I mean, even Dre probably wouldn't want to eat these.
Yeah.
They're not like lizard folk, but in Dark Sun, cannibalism is a thing when things get desperate.
Could I take a look through the rest of the bodies? I could roll a new investigation check.
No, I'll keep your previous one.
Okay.
So you take a good look around. A lot of them have little bits of treasure on them. You find, let's see, probably should just add this up, but you find 11 bits on one, 2 bits on another. Let's see, 1 bit on one, 9 bits. 17 bits.
Lexi died.
Goodbye, Lexi. Or goodbye, whoever. Oh no, this is a
Where's
real
the boat? The bot.
I was about to say, I'm here.
Well, we just assume it's Lexi nowadays, with the
Asshole.
internet and all.
Uh-huh.
All right, so the rest of them don't have bits, but one of them has a necklace made of iron.
Ooh.
Oh,
fancy.
okay. Pick that up too.
Go ahead and roll me a religion check. Taking a look at it.
Okay, one moment.
And I don't know how you want to split that up, or if you want to have like a. Do you want me to give you a party treasure handout?
Mm-hmm.
How do I do that? Do I just make it? Do I make it a handout?
Yeah,
Yep,
you just make it a handout.
Okay,
And
I'll say party treasure in players' journals. All players can be edited by all players. So I'm trusting you here.
Yeah.
And I've saved it.
Okay.
So you should have party treasure.
I will just write up in this list infinite gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will be auditing this thing. Failure to audit properly is a forfeiture of all goods.
Fuck.
Okay. All right. So, what do we get on that religion check? You can't quite make out what symbolism this is. Though you figure with the resources that you have, maybe you could go research it.
Okay. If I were to getting an idea of how much I could hawk it for, since money is somewhat a concern right now, what do I think I could possibly get for it?
It's worth about worth is potentially different from what you. Well, actually, for treasure, the worth is the amount you get, but for equipment and magical items, that's different. For this, it's worth 14 iron.
Okay.
I added the iron necklace that I found in the dwarven ruins to the party treasure, so I can
Cool.
delete it off my. She's keeping the coin thing though. That's neat.
Gotcha.
Okay. Bits are below iron, correct?
Bits are
Bits
below iron,
are-
so bits are basically like silver, and iron is like gold, and bronze is like platinum.
Okay. I don't know which it's. I think it's 50 iron for the necklace you found in the dwarven ruins before. But
Yeah, I
see
added it to the party treasure.
I see you have iron bits there.
Yeah, just iron. Bits are the ceramic things.
God, I always forget what is gold in this universe.
Iron.
Iron. Okay.
So
because I was
silver,
adding
silver is bits.
Mhm.
Gold is iron, and bronze is platinum. So we'll do silver, gold, iron system, and it's bits. I'm sorry, we'll do silver, gold, platinum system, and that system in this world is bits, iron, bronze.
Right. Because I was just adding in my sunstones. And I couldn't remember how much they were.
It's 10 iron each.
Yeah.
10 iron?
The damaged impure sunstones were 10 iron each.
Okay.
Just in case anybody forgets, I added that little translation of what things were in the party treasure for money. Because I forget it all the time.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, to do the translation in the party treasure.
I just want to save over it. So I can
I'm sorry. That was my fault.
It's all good. It doesn't tell you if anyone hasn't checked out, so... Yeah,
All right.
It happens.
Yeah, maybe declare if you're about to edit it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. We'll need a Git repository for our solution here.
Yeah.
Maybe do a few branches. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Okay.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, Alec, but I put something in the chat for you while others were talking.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Besides the dead bodies that you searched, you can see that they're these little guys have left tracks. But without a survival check, you can't follow them.
I could do a survival check.
I'll kind of hold up the necklace. They seem to have some bits on them that are worth quite a bit of money. This would fetch a decent price back in town.
What color are their scales, by the way?
They vary from like the color of silt to the color of clay.
Interesting. Okay, I'm going to start. Beastie's going to start.
I'm sorry, the color of sand to the color of clay.
Yeah, Beastie's going to start collecting scales off of all of the dead ones.
Okay. They're like small and kind of fragile, but you can collect pretty much as many as you want.
Sweet.
We'll say, 20, 50.
Thought process being that she might be able to sew them into her tapestries.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure.
To make the tapestries that little bit more,
Yeah, I'll if you consume them for your tapestries, I might give you like a small bonus to the crafting roll.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's sort of so I'll take You said 20 to 50?
Yeah, I think that's probably a reasonable amount, unless you're going to spend a long time picking scales here. I guess here. Sweetheart, can you come over here, please? Can you come over here, please? Yeah, no. Can you say to the chat, rocks fall, everybody dies?
Oh boy.
Rocks fall, everybody dies?
Rock falls, everybody dies?
Yeah, okay. Did everybody get that?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for killing us.
You killed everybody. Okay. Okay. There, you got your wish. That's probably the most you're gonna get out of her.
And I just use 3 points of lay on hands on myself to top me off, and I'm start burning the rotting body.
All right. You burn the rotting body. And it cooks up, and it doesn't smell that sweet.
Not this again.
Beastie's gonna drag hers. Oh, I'm still on the measuring tool. Over away from him where he's burning them, because she's eating.
That's right.
This one's her. It comes with her, please.
Okay. So, what do y'all do? You've got a necklace and some tracks.
Let's get out of this camp. Let's just head straight to Ram. What do you think?
Oh, I mean...
Nodding and nods.
Hold on the necklace. I mean... Recent events kind of make it... I like a little more money. I'm looking back at Norbus Dasso. are both of you comfortable getting back to Rom from here, or would you like an escort?
The two of them are saying, "Aye, we've traveled often enough around here, and well, if I'm to be honest, I think the trouble's finding you."
Oh, you might be right.
Maybe the trouble is following us because we are with you.
I don't
What's
think
it,
so.
Alec?
I don't think so.
I give the stinky eye back.
One of those little creatures got me pretty good on the shoulder, but I'd be willing to check out maybe where they came from, stop them from attacking others, and see what they have as well. It's a win-win.
You wanna hunt
And
them?
more food.
Oslo goes, "I could go with you and kill more." And Norvis interjects and says, No, I think we've had enough adventuring for one day. We're going to town."
Well, I gotta say, I actually need to buy more rations and stuff.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. I do too.
Yeah, but
I'm-
if we can go back over here and try to hunt them down afterwards. I mean, might be worth something for someone in the city, right?
True.
Norvis goes, "Look, you're fine to split off if you wish. The city's only about a half day's walk away, anyhow."
Yeah, we'll take no time then. Sounds about
DC
right.
points to the sand and goes, all the tracks. And she, like, makes a gesture with her hand like they flutter away because of the wind. If we don't follow... And she just shrugs and goes back to eating her food.
Yes,
I mean,
tracks will disappear.
There's a good chance if they're like scouting this area to attack people that they might have some supplies back where they're staging from.
You want to risk it?
What's life without risk?
I mean, it's a long life without risk, but
If you are too scared, you can go to city and we will go follow tracks.
fine by me.
No.
Sure. Good luck with you. I'm going with the dwarf.
And
I mean, since I'm not being forthcoming to this, I would be the only one accompanying them, right? Do you all have food and water? That's what I'm asking.
Out of character, I have 1 water skin left and I have 3 days of rations.
Beastie's gonna look at Alec and saying he's the only one that would be going with the dwarves, and she's like, "Nope, changed my mind. Going with them."
Yeah. Nadia's gonna be like the same.
Nadia will be like, look at her rations and be like, fine.
Need food and water.
Fine. She's just gonna roll her eyes.
All right.
Glad we're all agreed. Can the rest of the shift be considered a short rest for HP recovery purposes?
yeah, sure. You can short rest right now if you wish.
Cool.
Nice.
And you get to roll your hit die.
Wait, did I roll that right? Oh, never mind. For a ranger, is a D10, but I'm okay with that. While we're short resting, I'll probably go to Nadia and say, "You okay?"
What?
Did you get hurt?
This one good. she's gonna inspect Ginny too to see if she's hurt. Also.
I'm good. I got a little hurt, but you know, I like bandaged myself up.
Do you need healing?
No, I'm good. I used my hit dice. I'm like up to 20.
I was gonna say something really mean.
If you do, you can ask it.
I am fine.
I was gonna say, Ginny cares not for your touch.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about saying that too, but I was gonna be like, I just like don't trust you.
All right, more lay on hands for me and poison, I guess. I'm totally fine with that.
If they're starting to put away their gear and everything, start
I'm
packing my
gonna
stuff
look
up
back
and
at
head with them.
Doslo also. I believe that one hurt bad. I look at Alec.
Did any of the dwarves get hit in the fight?
I don't think so. I don't think I had to register any lost HP. I mean, Oslo. I'm sorry, Ostos made sure that I'm mixing names now. Ostos made sure that one didn't die.
Yes.
But otherwise, they didn't take any hits.
They look fine. I'll check it out with them, and I'll just move away from them both. Just talk to the dwarves. Beastie's fine as well, right? Or did it take a
Beastie's
hit?
fine.
Okay. But Astos got hit, right? I just forgot about that. You took 4 damage.
I mean, if you would have healed me instead of the short
Yeah,
rest.
Yeah, I would do it. Don't mind that. How many do you need?
It would have been 4 HP if the DM
Okay.
is gracious.
I'll burn my
Yeah, go ahead.
4 lay on hands.
Cool. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Don't worry. No need to text. And I'll just enjoy the rest of the short rest, and try to finish donning my armor and get ready to move back to the city.
Doslo looks at Ostos and Alec and kind of starts talking to Ostos. When did you start being an adventurer?
Oh, I guess kind of started with this trip of trying something new out.
Oh, really? So you haven't done it for long. Have you killed anything else?
I mean, there's been a couple of rabid dogs, but I mean, besides that, like nothing. Yeah, there's dogs in this. Yeah, but
Yeah, Jakar is what they're usually called because they're scaly.
But nothing really outside the city. No, this is this and kind of pointing back to where we came from, towards where the terrifying gift were. This and that are completely new to me. We're about in the same level right now.
Ah, I see. Well, and he leans in to whisper and says, "Does it scare the crap out of you as well? Everyone else is so composed. We just murdered like 10 things."
To be honest, I have problems sleeping at night lately.
Me too. Do you get nightmares?
Yes.
I get a lot of nightmares.
I hope it gets better. I maybe they've been through this before.
So when I killed the other one, there was a glint in the eye that said I wanted more blood, but they were all dead by then.
Oh, I can see it. You're swinging like a madman out there.
I figured I'll pick up an axe myself and try out this adventuring business.
Beastie's just gonna look up slowly and go, no.
Doslo, in addition to that, Norbus gives him a side eye. I cannot even believe you right now.
For worker dwarfs, you are both very, very bold.
Well,
I mean, isn't that just adrenaline talking right now?
Norbus speaks up and says, "Well, we've always been bold businessmen. I suppose we're bold in all things."
Well, just be careful, will you? I mean, we might not be there next time.
Aye. We won't be seeking out any ruins anytime soon.
Me neither. Believe this.
And he packs up his last thing and says, "Well, ready to go?"
Well, I am, I suppose. Everyone ready?
Yeah, I'm good too. Yes.
All right. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's get
And
the
with that,
fuck out of
Norbis
here.
takes the lead back to Rom. And y'all will land back into Rom. I'll just use this. I don't have the ROM map right now, but I'll just use this as the kind of general place where you can interact with each other in ROM.
Nice gallows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go ahead and place your characters as you wish. And hold on, let me place Beastie because I think I have to miniaturize her. There we go.
I'm on the hoof.
There is a way to get me to be constantly mini, I think. Oh, good God.
Yeah, I think just merely miniaturizing it before I gave you the token would have done it.
Oh
Yeah.
no, if you
It doesn't cost me much of anything.
Okay.
I'll figure it out later.
Good.
All right. You'll arrive back into ROM. So let's see if I kept this ROM music. Yep. Leaving the the Silt Runner murder scene behind, you return to ROM. The comfort of the city's walls returns, and you're greeted with the regular hustle and bustle of the city. You're currently in the low quarter, which is there's two different entrances. One's in the low quarter and one's in the coins. And to enter in through the coins, you tend to have to be somebody.
Or a Templar.
Yeah, Templar could enter through the coins. And Ostos could enter through the coins because of his affiliation. The rest of you would have to enter through the low quarter, which is the more shady part of the city, run by the Night Runner tribe. And is there anything that y'all want to get done right away?
Let's sell our stuff that we got and buy some rations. What do you guys think?
I'm
Yeah,
with that.
definitely need to stock up again.
All right, stock up again.
Okay. You certainly can do that. To keep this brief, you can have no trouble selling all the things you found. Who's handling the new necklace that was found?
Astos has it still. He's
I
not
think-
necessarily going to sell it yet. He'd show it to everyone else if they also want to make religion checks. But
That's only if they look at it themselves,
okay,
or if
yeah,
they're sharing it.
yeah, I pull it out and show it to everyone. What the creatures had, the Jazzla,
Let me take a look at that.
just how.
Can I roll for religion on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh,
What'd you get?
17 total.
17. Yeah. Let me just go into the secrets chat real quick.
Oof, nice. Another cursed item. Bye bye.
Yeah,
It was nice knowing you.
rip. He becomes the strongest and the most cursed.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on, but I absolutely cannot see my mouse on my desktop.
Have you unplugged it and plugged it back in? Is it wireless or wired?
It's wired.
Have you unplugged it and plugged it back in?
I'm gonna hate you if that works.
It probably will.
It didn't.
Have you tried plugging it into a different port?
All right.
Hey, I'm just having an issue with technology, so give me a second.
That's okay.
My mouse completely disappeared, so I can't see what I'm clicking on.
Oof.
That didn't work either.
I mean, is your mouse still like? Are you still like hovering over things and interacting?
Yeah, but it's like I can't tell where it's hovering to.
So it's the graphics as opposed to the actual hardware.
Yeah.
So, I think I saw one of the symbols before on this thing. Kind of shady. I mean, it's from someone, a code, who's trying to bring back some kind of sorcerer king, I suppose. Doesn't look quite good, and I should probably keep it and burn it because I actually quite don't like it. But it's up to you all, not just me. So, what do you guys think?
But-
Well, I mean, it's still made out of iron. I feel like we could get something for it.
Yeah.
Even if it's just to get rid of it, pay less than what we really should. It might be bad to hold on to this and get caught with it.
Maybe melt it down?
And turn it to iron itself. I think that would be good.
I mean, even that, or just maybe beat the crap out of it a bit and make it not recognizable.
Then just try something else, and I will try to. What's the name of that again? I forgot. Just check on my sheet. Second.
Smite?
No, not yet. Sense defilement. I was smite the necklace. No, I will try to sense defilement on the necklace.
Okay. You concentrate on the necklace. Does not appear to be magical in nature. It looks like it's more symbolic than functional.
Okay, so it's just a necklace. And okay, so I quite don't like the thingy, so you should let's just get rid of it somehow. If by melting, I would prefer by melting, but up to you.
You would require a 2800 Fahrenheit fire or a 1500 Celsius fire to melt that iron. So it's probably not happening.
Oof.
Ostos has access to like guildy stuff though. Are there metal workers at the guild that could?
Yeah.
He could just be like, hey, can you just?
There might be like the city metal worker.
Oh. Okay.
Because of how rare metal is, there's probably
Gotcha.
like one or two specialists in the whole city that work with actually iron.
What about somebody who does like? Because there's is my mind blanking? Are there like not horses in this universe?
There are not horses.
No,
okay, never mind.
There are Erdlu, Crodlu, Enix. These are basically like raptor and reptilian.
Gotcha.
There's
nothing that requires metal shoes.
Yeah, I was basically thinking like to the dude who makes horseshoes, but I realized that's probably a blacksmith.
Yeah. There's not a horseshoe guy.
Yeah.
In that case, Beastie would suggest simply beating it up and scratching the symbols out so that it's unrecognizable as anything, and then selling it.
I agree with that. And I'll look towards Alec. He's got the muscles.
Right then. And I'm not quite sure how to do this. I'm not good with necklace and stuff, but I'll give it a try.
Okay, with what object are you going to beat this metal object?
I'm just checking it out on my inventory right now. Okay. What I'm gonna trying to break this thing.
You're not trying to break it, just, scratch it up so that the symbol's all cut up. You could just scrub it at the... is the ground like stone?
Yeah, but it's gonna take more than stone to mar iron. The hardness of iron is far beyond stone.
Okay, because I have a crowbar. So you could try and
If you have a
scratch it
crowbar,
out.
if you have a crowbar, it's made out of something other than metal.
Oh, right,
Like
yeah, never
bone.
mind.
Like really,
Yeah.
you guys don't have metal.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
destroying
I
or
can't stress it enough.
Sorry.
That a crowbar would be like
Fortune.
if you had you would like retire off of the crowbar.
Right.
I would say, I actually want to destroy this thing, not like just ruminate on it, but I don't think it's gonna be an easy thing to do. So let's just get rid of it for the meanwhile. I mean, we can sell it, whatever. It's just, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a good idea to start breaking things on this necklace, just to try to market some ways.
Well,
Let's
we
just
can,
have a hold on this, not sell it, and we can like deal with it later, maybe.
it sounds good to me.
All right. So, what else do we need to do?
Was there any like special markings on that necklace, the iron necklace? Oh, yeah, that clarifies it. The iron necklace from the
Ancient
ruins.
Iron necklace.
Yeah, was there anything descriptive on that?
It's got like kind of dwarven rune stuff on it. It's decorative, doesn't necessarily say anything. Definitely doesn't
Okay.
look as culty as the other one.
It's okay. Does it look like that's writing on there though, or just decorative?
No,
Okay.
it's decorative.
Wait, we have two necklaces? Is that it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they pulled another thicker iron necklace from a dwarven corpse skeleton, really,
Okay. So
inside the ruins.
the one that I inspected with religion, we're gonna keep it because he sounds like
Yep.
a bad idea trying to destroy it right now. I'm just gonna put it on my bag.
Okay. And you have reason to believe that if you are holding it, it's no longer illegal contraband. It's something that you've confiscated.
Confiscated. Nice.
Yeah.
Because I'm the police, motherfucker.
Yeah. Although if a Templar sees you with it, and then like a week later he still sees you with it, he's like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
Okay.
But,
But they won't see
if you're caught with it, if there's no pattern of behavior, then a Templar wouldn't think twice about it.
But as a Templar, if he confiscates contraband that has inherent value just because it's a metal, could he take it to the city blacksmith and have it melted down to be put to use for the city, quote unquote, and then just take the iron from it?
That's a great question. So Arthur, when you are confiscating something, you're meant to bring it to the Templar headquarters, where they take it from you, and you basically add it to the wealth of Abalache Ray.
Okay,
So that's
good to
no.
know. So if they don't know that I confiscated something,
But
They're like,
for it.
wow, great find. Abalache Ray will praise you for it, or at least the High Templar will praise you for your good find.
but what
So
if
this
he...
necklace is going really deep in my pocket.
Yeah.
Remember, you're in a tyranny.
Because I was gonna say, what if he just says, "Yeah, sure, I'll go get it smelted down," or he goes to the blacksmith and says, "Yeah, I already talked to my boss. They told me that you smelt it down."
So there's a process to it. You confiscate it. You put it into essentially like the a sort of prison system,
Yeah.
where they also have confiscated goods. It's thrown into a sort of mass area that's heavily guarded. That's then taken by a trusted, Templar to be processed somewhere, and then they go to their individual places depending on what they need to do with it. So there's somebody's employed probably just for that reason.
I'm totally making a joke in the chat, by the way. Totally, we should do that.
Oh boy. Well, they won't know if it's in my pocket. I won't bring it. I don't have a reason to do it, and it's not confiscated. We just found it, so we should be fine.
I'm going to remove it from the party loop if you're putting it in your pocket.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, what else do y'all do? You're buying things, rations, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Rations.
we should try and sell that ancient necklace that BC found and
Okay. it might. Normally, I might have like expensive things require you to go look around for a buyer, but I think for right now, there's no real benefit for role playing that.
Well, Ostos could just take it to the guild. I would assume
That's
that there's
true.
like
Yeah,
get
actually,
top dollar from the coins district for it.
Yeah, because of Ostos's connections,
I would go with him.
We won't generally have to roll for buyers unless it's something really, really strange.
I want to go with him because I do think we can haggle a good price since we're trying to amass some kind of iron to buy stuff. So I will try to haggle a bit.
You probably get the idea that Astos is not a haggler and caves in easily, so probably a good idea.
Poor Astos.
I'm going to remove my rations that would have been going bad and just knock those down to 0.
Yeah, I would like to buy rations as well, food and water, if I may.
Okay.
I would too.
Rations are 5 bits. The travel rations. If you're just going to eat, then it's just like a bit. But if you're taking travel rations that last forever, it's 5 bits. And water is an additional 5 bits.
How much would iron get you? Like 1 iron?
An iron gets you 2 rations and 2 waters.
What about... Okay, so if I had 2 iron, per se, I would get 4?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Yep, I'm going to pay that.
Okay. Go ahead and just put it in your inventory and reduce the iron.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Okay, go ahead. And Ostos, your contact to sell things is the same older portly gentleman, Jeanto Veris.
Okay. Let's see.
And let me know if you do want to contact him and to sell this this item.
Definitely do. Yeah, the necklace.
Okay. Let me know if anybody
take
wants.
a quick bathroom break.
Okay. In fact, let's just take a 5-minute break right now.
Okay, sure.
I suppose you're just being naive, just doing nothing with yourself or your life. So I actually don't see any meaning in this. I mean, writing and especially reading, since it's just for me, it's just rubbish.
Well, I mean, Jenny knows how to read. She's told me before herself. I mean,
Jenny?
she understands. Yes, he
Really?
told me in the ruins. She understands the value of it. Give it time. I'm sure that you'll see it is an invaluable skill.
Oh, all right. Just say so, I suppose. All right. That you do. You just write your symbols in the paper and be done with it. Let's try to fetch more iron to buy the stuff we need.
Okay, so finish writing up that letter. I'm going to add the 55 iron to the group loot.
Sounds good. All right. Instead of a donkey, it would be like an Erdlu or a Enix or a Kank or a Crodlu or something.
Yeah, we should get like a mount or something.
A pack beast.
Gotta start getting a home or something.
Yeah, I'll go up to the Jarl and ask him if there's any jobs I can do, and then go buy Breeze home. Sorry, I've been playing too much
There's
Skyrim.
a dragon who slaughters my people.
DM, if you may indulge me with my curiosity, please. I did burn 5 of my irons just to buy rations, food and water. And again, please, because I'm double with math. How much would that get me?
Rations are 5. If you spent how much iron?
I spent 5 iron to buy water
so
and
you could
rations.
you could get up to 10 waters and rations. Like 5 rations, 5 waters could be, for example, that, or any mixture of 10 of something. 2 rations, 8 waters, 2 rations, but 10 of something.
All right.
Because water and travel rations are worth the same.
So I'm gonna burn more iron to have 20, if I can carry that. I think.
No, you can't.
I can't.
No, you cannot.
Okay. So
yeah, you'll be encumbered.
I will just go with 10.
All right.
So how much does the weight?
So let's see your weight here.
Yeah, big oof. I can only
Yeah,
carry
'cause
like
10 water
70-something.
skins is 50 pounds.
Oof.
It's a gallon each. So
Yeah.
Okay, so I won't burn that much money then.
okay,
Let me do the math here.
you'll need a decanter of endless water soon.
Yeah.
Not that
I'm
that
going to burn
exists.
5 iron to buy. Well, if I'm not buying the water skin, just filling it, is it cheaper?
The water. So I don't even really. I'm not even looking at water skins. I'm just saying that they're the same cost as rations, but in water form.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know what the. Let me look up rations. It's probably less, but or a water skin. Yeah, water skin is normally 2 SP, but in my world, it's water is much more
Expensive, yeah.
expensive. So it's 2.5 times more expensive. So it's 5 SP instead, which is 5 bits. Now
much-
for you, everything's half price because of your size.
Yeah, so I was going to get 4 normal size water skins, which would be 8
Okay.
little ones. And
How much does a ration
ration.
rate? Sorry.
A ration weighs. Let me go look it up. A ration weighs 2 pounds. It says
All right.
it's a full day's worth of food.
And how much can it carry?
I think it's without
5.
any encumbrance, it's 5 times your strength.
Yeah.
And over it, what do we get?
Well, your speed is reduced by 10 movement, and then after that, it's 10 times your strength, and that's when you start getting disadvantage on all your ability checks and rolls.
Well, I would like to sell some stuff then.
Okay.
Well, how much would like a pack animal cost? Because I think Heather is talking about that as well. Because
Let me look
lot
up,
of us
like what
be in-
a donkey or a mule costs. So I would say that a pack erdlu. An erdlu is like one of those big ostriches. A pack erdlu is say a donkey or a mule is 8 GP, so 8 iron.
Okay.
And a kink?
What's that?
What would a kink be?
Kank is much more expensive. I'll just say for now it's out of your price range.
Okay.
Okay.
It would be at least a warhorse cost, which is 400 iron.
So I could pay half for the Earl duel, but if other people don't have
Erdlu.
Erdlu, sorry. Or I could pay the whole thing. It's
We
your
can
guys'
split up.
choice. Okay.
I'll say in chat how it's spelled.
Thanks, because I spelled it wrong.
there's also party funds, so keep that in mind.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. How much? Do
And
we
to
have
pay for an Erdlu to like if you wanted to stable an Erdlu per day, it'd only be a bit, and that includes feeding it and watching it in a stable.
That sounds
When
pretty
we're
good.
out and about, does it take a ration and water per day for it as well?
You can let it graze, but it needs water.
Okay.
Okay.
So the food will cost nothing as long as you're not like somewhere so barren that it can't even graze, which is not. Most places have still a little bit of life in it, but it's still gonna, unless you find water, it's gonna need water, the same as anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
But it's actually
use those-
cheaper to stable it because they'll have big pools of water that are dirty that they don't care about that they drink from.
And roughly, how much could they carry?
420 pounds.
Ooh.
Okay, that's very significant.
Yep.
It says specifically the carrying capacity is 420 pounds, so that's how much it can carry for you.
God damn.
Let's use the party founds. Let's not burn the gold on
Yeah.
our pockets.
It's probably not based on variant rules, but whatever. If you're going through the trouble of doing this, then have at it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I vote we use the party fund for that.
Okay.
Beastie would like to sell her sunstones. So
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And-
you have no trouble doing that.
Same,
Alright,
same
and-
with Jenny.
Okay.
stop and check on to see if the inn has anything going on, cause she
The Golden Enix.
yeah. No, the
Oh, I'm sorry. Golden
Bronze
Enix
Jakar.
is in tier. That's my other group. The Bronze Jakar. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you can check around. Right now it's pretty slow, but you can kind of like I would allow maybe a investigation persuasion for looking for jobs, that sort of thing.
Oh well, because
but
I have that deal going with the what was the name of that house of dick bags?
it's not House. I think I know what you're talking about. It's House Langston.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, them.
You have a deal with House Langston.
Oh.
What was the deal specifically? I think you wrote it down, right?
Yeah, I did. I'm looking for my notes. It was basically that they would check in with I would leave tapestries and cloth weaving at the Bronze Dakar, and they'd pick them up and buy them for 2 bits each.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
But you got to make something. You haven't had a chance to make anything.
No, I haven't had a chance to make anything. But
Gotcha.
if we're gonna be hanging out in town for a day or two with downtime, I would like to
certainly
spend some of my time in the downtime every day. Just
what I'll do is I'll keep you in mind whenever we have downtime and say, "Hey, Rona, now you can make the tapestries." That way, it doesn't become a feeling of obligation that you have to keep saying over and over again, unless I miss it. But what I'll do is I'll always keep in mind if you all have downtime. You don't have it yet, but you might.
Yeah. Well, because I don't know necessarily how long we're going to be chilling in town.
Generally, what I do is I do like downtime activities in hindsight. So like if a day goes by and there hasn't been a lot done, then we say, okay, so for this day I would have liked to do this.
Okay, gotcha.
But if you do a bunch of stuff, then you're not eligible to work on that. That's usually how I'll roll this out. So if I say like a day's gone by and you haven't done anything, then we'll say, all right, it's time to resolve the idea of downtime activities. Is that fair?
Good.
Cool. All right. So you'll know at the end of today if you have the time or not, based on what y'all do. As y'all are going around the markets, we can even say y'all are together for now. Nadia, you see a familiar face. It is Laliana of the Night Runners.
I will scurry up to her.
And she sees you and goes, Nadia, look at you. Haven't kept a low profile, have you?
She nods furiously.
Her expression fades when she spots Alec. Though only for a moment, and says, could I borrow you for a moment?
Me?
Yes.
No, she's talking to Nadia.
Okay, never mind.
And she pulls you aside, and I'll do it in secrets just because that's fun.
Right.
All right.
Just fun.
She doesn't like you.
It's all right.
He's the law.
Okay,
I'm gonna minus.
Go ahead, please.
I'm gonna minus the iron from the group loop. I'm assuming you did not minus from your own tether. For the Erd loop.
Oh yeah. So you can take away the 3 sunstones that are in there because those were mine.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just added. Yeah, I just added the money to my own inventory.
I'm
gonna minus the 8 iron from the iron total in the group loot. So just make sure you don't minus it from your own. But sorry, I interrupted you twice. What were you gonna say, Harder?
I'm gonna also put a bunch of the rations that I brought on the Herblu's loot, which is just fixed up on the.
I'll make an Erdlu now handout.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I should make it a character, considering it's
you totally should.
a living thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will make a character for now. What do you call him, the Erdlu? What's his name?
Name ideas.
First of all, male or female? You get to choose.
Female.
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 Okay, female. And what's her name?
What does she look like? What do they look like again?
Roll a d8. The higher the number, the more vibrant the colors.
Aw.
Okay. So she is a mixture of. There's a little bit of it's mostly browns and grays, but there's a little bit of greens in there, in her plumage. A little bit of an accent of green. And what's her name?
You guys.
I think she looks like a Francesca. Definitely a Francesca.
Francesca, maybe a Francesca.
How about
That's
is it too mean that I was gonna say we should name it Lexi, because then that way Lexi's officially in the game. No, because it's like a really pretty. No, it's a really. I would
name her
say,
Freya.
I was about to suggest the name of my real life ex, so.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
God.
No.
I'm actually meaning, Rob.
If we're doing that, let's name it Andrew, and then I can stab the bird to death.
Oof.
Wow.
Yeah, really though. What are y'all naming this
Francesca.
this earlier? Are we doing Francesca?
That sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. Unexpected. It works.
I don't know how to spell it exactly, so I'm just doing it Franceska.
I'm gonna call it Franny.
Actually, I have no idea how to spell that too. So.
I just make it up.
Letting it be controlled by everybody in all journals. Cool. Later on, I'll give it a token even, and an avatar, but I'll do that later.
Excellent.
And here I'll throw in mixture of browns and grays, with accents of green. That's in the description, bio info.
Cool.
All right. Francesca is now part of your party. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So go ahead and feel free to dump inventory. I was gonna say create an NPC.
I would also like to buy 5
that
extra waters. So 2.5 iron for her, and I'll add to inventory later on. But
I think I made a giant mistake making her an NPC. now it doesn't register inventory and it can't do weight anymore.
Oof.
Motherfucker.
I see. Yeah, you should be able to change it to PC though on the gear.
There you go.
You're okay. Thanks. Yep. So Francesca, no statless right now, but that's as long as you have the weight inventory under weight, that'll make things work. All right. Thanks. So you've now got an Urlu to carry your burdens.
I'm getting rid of that damn rope.
Okay. Well, yeah. Now you can keep the rope and just give it to Francesca.
Yeah. BC would vote that we buy like at least 5 waters for each of us from the funds and put it on the bird.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not counting the
y'all
5
are getting swanky.
for the bird.
Yeah, no, I already bought the 5 for the bird and minus it from the party funds.
God, you guys work way faster than my other group. Forever, they just threw everything on the half giant.
Oh my goodness.
God.
They're like, "Hey, half giant, carry my bedroll."
Oh, that's so mean.
Like, okay.
Oh. Okay.
Carry my shit.
I'm trying to think about if there's anything else we should buy, because like, do we have like God, my brain is blanking because I'm like worried, like, does this not exist in this universe? Like torches, or like, do we need, should we buy supplies to like make a campfire? Or something?
We don't need.
If anybody has a tinderbox, you're probably already prepared.
Okay.
As long as we can find burnable things,
okay.
Beastie can cantrip up a fire.
Jenny will look to Astos and say, "To the bookstore," so we can burn books.
They don't have those.
I know.
Also, here's Laliana.
Oh, excellent.
She's giant.
She's big.
Hello there.
Okay, so yeah, just continue the conversation. We can talk about buying in a second. But I mean, we could probably even handle that out of session. To be honest, it's pretty mundane.
Yeah.
So Laliana comes back to the group after talking to you, Nadia, and says, Nadia, you're expected at the... As she looks up her notes. You're expected at the Legless Kank.
She nods, and she'll start to head that way.
Okay. And you know it as the Night Runners Pub.
Mhm.
It's essentially the sort of base of operations, very tightly controlled by
Okay.
the Night Runners, and generally where you can find low.
All right. So where would that be on this map, or is it in a different map?
It'll be on a different map. It's still in the low quarter, and you can travel there. You know the direction.
Okay.
We'll do like overview map stuff perhaps a little bit later.
Okay.
But you know how to navigate this location.
Yeah.
Okay, and Laliata kind of heads off and says, "See you later, Nadia."
Flag! She waves.
And she waves back and heads out. And do we want to just get to that part?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me switch maps again. You can place, those of you who followed her, you can place yourselves outside of the pub.
Yeah.
I mean, was she trying to be sneaky?
I
No,
would've-
she's just telling Jenny that she needs to be there. But,
Nadia.
I'm sorry, Nadia. God damn it. I'll get this someday.
Okay.
I
I mean,
mean-
if she wasn't trying to be sneaky and Nadia was heading there, Beastie would follow her.
Yeah, and Jenny would definitely not let Nadia go alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you're all at the entrance of the Night Runners pub called the Legless Kank.
Okay.
And go ahead and roll in. I'm just kidding. Jesus, I'm such an asshole.
Dick move.
So there you see, and I didn't have guards, but
I think we're on the. We're still on the. Same
Yeah,
map.
we're on the same page.
excuse me. I didn't move the players. Go ahead and place yourselves at the entrance of the place. And there's I don't have it on here, but there are essentially 4 guards.
Where's the entrance over here?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's 4 guards there, and I forgot to send this to you, Heatherly. This is the password.
Heatherly.
Oh,
Don't you mean Nadia?
Nadia.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
My God.
And I even sent it to Heatherly. Excellent.
Oh yay.
Lovely.
Okay, I'm just gonna delete that. Don't read it. It's gone.
So I
Okay.
saw it.
Fuck it. I don't care anymore.
I recorded it too.
Fuck you. All right, so not really. You're great. You're fantastic. I'm working out some issues. Okay. So yeah, a lot of you are there, and one of the guards out in front says, "Hey, how long are you staying?"
How would I say? Just for rolls?
Just for rolls, yeah.
Rolls? Yeah.
So Rawl and Guthay are the 2 moons of this world. So this is a code. And as you say that, he looks at you, and he looks at Alec and says, "We don't serve your kind."
Oh.
I'm going to put a finger like near his, well, not near his face, just be like, this one turns soon. And then she nods.
Done. Give a persuasion check.
Okay.
Can I like stand behind her gruffly and help her so she gets advantage?
Sounds like you're saying you want to intimidate rather than persuade.
No, I mean I want to help Lexi so she gets advantage.
Okay, how do you help her? What do you say to help the persuasion?
I'm going to say it is disguise. Like Alec just looks like a Templar.
Okay. Look.
So he looks
here,
over and
my
goes,
friend.
"Is it true? Are you not a Templar, then?"
Look, my friend. The thing is, I'm just here for the boy. Don't you worry about me. I won't causing any fuss.
You didn't answer my question.
That's clearly a no.
Okay, now roll me a deception.
Oh no.
All right.
I'll give you advantage because one person vouched for you.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually good at deception, I think. Yeah, I'm good at those.
Okay. So
And
give
I
me
rolled
an
poorly.
advantage.
Nice.
Oh no.
I have advantage.
You get to roll again.
Bleh.
And
Boom.
he goes, just get in there. Off you go.
All right.
He's letting y'all in.
Good, I haven't been here before. Oh, Roy's good.
I can't move
Yeah.
my token.
Yeah.
I can't move my token.
You won't be able to move with the keys because there's no grid.
Oh. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I like gridless, especially if the maps already have a grid. That's my preference. So.
Oh.
All right. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn off this desert music and hit you. It might still have some leftover music from the last battle. Yeah, perfect. All right. The tavern you come into is filled with elves, all armed with bone daggers, slings, and other weapons of the like. The air is heavy with the smell of ale and smoke, and it carries the sounds of whispers and crass laughter. At the largest table, far down the halls, are well-dressed elves, surrounding the Night Runner boss himself, Lo. You see him wave a finger over.
She approaches. Quite hastily, I might add.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with her. Like, if I'm allowed.
Sure. No one's stopping you yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna sitting on the balcony and ask for a bright drink.
But I'm gonna stand back so I'm not like leering.
And it should be known that Alec, as you enter in, everybody shifts and looks at you and just stares.
Ooh.
Oh,
I look
no.
at them back with a smile. Hi.
You hear one of them you kind of hear one of them mutter under their breath like, "Piss off." As you go to order an ale, the guy ignores you.
Sorry. Talk to your friend here in the door. He said I was allowed, and I'm just here for the drink. All right?
Are you? Maybe you
Yes.
can get him to serve you a drink,
Ooh.
Templar.
Beastie's gonna climb up on the seat and thump the counter.
He's like, "Hello, little girl. You want a drink?
Right,
That'll be
want
a bit."
right. Even for me?
Of course, little girl. I've got to make a living.
She's gonna pout at him and pass over two
Give
bits.
you a persuasion.
and-
Let's see how well this pouting works,
Oh, that's
especially with your
fantastic.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah, just what I said stands.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass over two bits and gesture to Alex.
He pours 2 ales and gives them both to you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll pass one to Alec.
Thank you, little girl. And I'll start drinking.
You also hear just somebody else mutter, sort of like, "Who let the Tempe in?"
That guy's going to lose his job. I got damn shit noted.
Now we'll move over to Lo.
All right.
So Lo, seeing Nadia, I said it right this time.
Yay!
And just, if it wasn't obvious, Lo is this one here. And he looks at you and says, "Hello there, love. Have a seat. We need to
She
talk."
sits down.
And there's a bunch of other well-dressed elves, and he says, "I've got a business opportunity for you, but first, we need to speak about a problem."
Oof.
She tilts her head.
You notice at this point the other elves at the table start to excuse themselves and leave.
Uh-oh. No.
And he says, you've been friendly, yeah? Got a few new companions?
Yes.
Normally I couldn't be bothered, but one of them is a bloody Templar."
Fuck.
As his eyes move over to Alec.
Oh no.
And you see him wave, and the 5 individuals start coming to the door to block.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This one just stands about over here.
Do I notice this?
Sure, give me a perception with disadvantage.
Woohoo!
Okay, and I'm gonna.
Your back is turned to them, and you're busy with a drink.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm gonna ask Lo, even though he hasn't even acknowledged me. I'll be like, "What is problem? You do not like his disguise?"
I'm too busy drinking.
Would you like to be included in the conversation?
Oh,
Please sit.
Okay, she'll
have that conversation.
she'll actually
Nadia
go.
kind of pets her seat beside of her.
Oh, okay, sure. Because I was gonna go around the other side of the table over here.
Astos is in the corner panicking.
Yeah. Can I join too? Really?
He smiles at you and taps the table across.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll say that one, and I'll point to Alec. He is disguised.
Is it? Give me a deception.
Sure.
Okay, my fate is on hands again.
This'll be
Awesome.
fine, guys. I mean, just a -2 modifier.
So
he looks at you and says,
DM, before,
yeah?
like, is it
What's up,
how like obviously bad is it, or not so bad is it that she's like spoke? Because Chronal Shift works for abilities and saving throws. So the ability check. So if it's like,
I will spare you the use of your resources and tell you that it doesn't seem like anything is getting past this guy.
Actually, I was gonna make a joke and say that because of how bad it is, I start mumbling my words, and then I go and punch him in the face, and that's what Astos sees. Alec, run!
Are you gonna punch him in the face?
Yeah.
No.
But that's what Astos would see, because that's how bad it is.
like,
Oh, you mean theoretically?
Yeah, if he used his power thingy, that's what he would see.
Okay, sure.
like if she starts like mumbling pretty like bad
Yeah.
or trails on, I will use it. You
Sure.
know, because this seems like an escalating situation.
This is what you
already.
see. This is what you see in your time reverse. You see him punch him in the face, and then he pulls a knife and jams it under her jaw, killing her instantly.
Oh
Ooh.
no!
You then use your reversal, and it pulls out of her jaw and brain, goes back into his pocket, and do you want to roll again?
Oh no! What if it's really bad? It's just gonna happen again.
Have
Oh
a perception to see if I noticed them talking over there.
Yeah, I mean they're talking over there. She went over there. This is more of a you get a tingling sensation, Jenny, that maybe punching him in the face isn't the best idea.
Yeah, so
Maybe
I
punch,
just
maybe punching the boss of the entire quarter of the city is
yeah.
a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
I'm gonna gesture to the barkeep for another broy, I guess.
Okay.
So I have a fresh one,
Sure.
and I'm going to.
Oh,
take it.
let me make you small and adorable.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm gonna take the fresh broy and hop down and start wandering over to where they are talking.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm left alone here, right?
Yeah. So, Jenny, how do you do it but without the punch? Thanks, Stu. I figured we were just role playing that out.
No worries.
For the fun of it.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I would just like mumble or something, and then like grip my fist and then look at Nadia and be like, "Never mind."
She's going to shake her head very furiously at you, Ginny. And then she's going to put her tail in between Lo and Beastie.
Oh, I wasn't. I was just wondering.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna hop up onto the counter in front of her, and I'm like, actually, I should probably go from this side, so I have more like, room to jump.
Alright.
When you do that,
I would set my cup of broy down and then
Lo says
up there.
softly, "Please have a seat." Speaking to you as an adult.
I'm gonna offer him the other broy.
He takes it gracefully, or graciously, and nods.
And I'm going to, since he's speaking to me as an adult, I assume he is not fooled by my childlike appearance, and I'm gonna go.
It seems that way.
I'm gonna kind of hook a thumb back towards Alec and be like, Templar, but.
Okay, we've had a bit of time that's passed by for y'all. Can we pause it for a second? Can you hold that thought?
Sure.
As we continue the conversation with Lo and them, and then we'll like once in a while we'll pop back and forth. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure everybody's getting their actions. Jenny, what do you say to him?
Oh,
what was your response about your Templar friend?
Oh, I put it in the chat. I put it is disguise because it's the bad people.
He nods along and says, "I see. Perhaps my sources were wrong. The source being my daughter, Laliana. Would you say she's incompetent or a liar?"
That's all that comes out of Jenny's voice.
I think we should.
He stares at you for a while, but not with anger. More so a calm reading, like for the daily paper. Uncomfortable pause hangs in the air, and he speaks again. Says, "Nadia," as he looks back to Nadia.
Yes.
You came to the low quarter with nothing, yeah?
Yes.
My night runners could have run roughshod over you, but I saw your potential. We taught you life skills, and even gave you work, jobs with a cut. It was fair, yeah?
Yes.
Now, you've helped me, true, but I've helped you. But chucking a Templar into the mix is not helpful. Luckily, for the both of us, I have a solution.
No.
You will do a job for us. One that I promise is very lucrative for you.
She nods.
But there's a catch, of course. Your Tempe friend will join you. You see, you're worthy of our trust. But he's not. So he'll prove himself, he'll betray his own, or he disappears.
This one can try to turn him.
He thinks for a second. Says, "It would be useful to have a Templar in our mix. If
She
he was
nods.
turned, the job will tell me, if that's true." Sorry, should get some music in here.
The
Very
silence
intense.
is like
No,
yeah.
the silence is actually really good.
Yeah. And so he says, to a lot of you, he says, "Pull your tempe, friend, in. It's time to talk."
I'm just
I
sitting
still
drinking.
get up and quickly kind of like power walk over there. Like, just kind of, Alec, he wants you over here. Now.
What? What?
Move fast.
What? And as a Templar, you know Lo of the Night Runners. He is the guy who runs this whole district. He is a very major criminal contributor to this city. He's not so much a murderer, more as an ale runner, occasional drug runner. Has lends out bodyguards to certain people. But it's still definitely a criminal enterprise. As you walk, the 4 individuals walk over to you and they sit down with y'all.
Ugh.
Oh, hi, everyone else. Hi. I'm just drinking. I don't suppose I have done anything.
You've been hired
By who?
by the Night Runners. You'll
How?
find
How?
it paid
What?
quite well.
What? And I look at Nadia, just like, what?
She's gonna give a smirk and then nod furiously, telling you to shake your head. Yes, god damn it.
What? How?
I was told you could be trusted. You can, yeah?
I mean, I'm just a simple guy. But yeah, I do need coin.
That's what I like to hear. So there was an auction held a few days ago before that sold the fastest crawdloo in Rom. You're going to steal it and place it in a stable in the coins.
Am I doing this alone?
Any number of you can do it. Work as a team. But the Tempe will definitely be helping.
Beasty's gonna give a little smirk and just look at Lo and go, frame?
Oh, what do you say? Brain?
Frame.
Oh, frame.
Like a frame job?
He smiles back at you. Y'all can do an insight or nature check, whichever you'd like.
Oof.
Wow.
Alec, you automatically succeed anyhow.
Yes.
And was somebody half elven?
I am half elf.
You'll automatically succeed.
Okay.
Really, I mean, a 12 and up is all that y'all need. You all know that elves take great pride in their running ability, and wouldn't be caught dead riding a crawdloo. So it would raise the question: is this a framing job instead of a job to steal the crawdloo? Lo looks over at you, Beastie, and goes, "As smart as you look. Here's the thing. I just couldn't give a 2-bit fuck about a crawdloo. That's more or less the thing. As well as the alibi. There are 2 houses that do, however. The nobleman who won the beast is Grigory Yanev of House Yanev. Rules a large bit of the official district. The one who is lost to Grigory and made a big public stink of it was none other than Charles Langston, Olivia Langston's husband. Those 2 houses happen to be our competitors for running ale, and since we're Narfiers,
they stay suspicious of us. But what would the Yarnov family think if their prized Crodlu ended up in the Langston stables just days after Charles' little public tiff with Grigori? Well, I'll tell you. It'd be a war. Because Grigori's head is as hot as the bloody sun. And all the while, as Yarnovs and Langstons are killing each other, the Night Runners come out on top.
And I'm sorry to interrupt. How do you fit a Templar into this?
Well, you're going to help. In your official capacity, you could be useful.
Beastie will pipe up and go, easy access to coins.
Easy access to the coins.
So just get Nadia and the crew into the coin sector and that's it?
If you deliver the Crawloo into the stables of our choosing, you're done.
All right. And let's talk about coins then, I suppose.
Your reward?
Yeah. If you're hiring us.
Well, I'm privy to know that Grigori's hiding his famed Crodlu underneath his mansion. He's fearful, and rightly so, that it will be stolen. Now, his mansion is full of plenty of things to steal from. I'm sure you'll find your payment there. Does that sit wrong with you, Templar?
Well, that does sit wrong in many ways, but I'm not one judge, I suppose. I mean, not in this situation.
If it helps you justify your actions, Grigori's a right bastard. He beats his slaves to death. I believe that's an infraction, yeah? Can't beat your slaves to death.
Beastie snorts at that.
I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to disrespect your information or anything, but how do you know that?
I know many things.
I'm just asking out of curiosity. I know you are a person of influence. I mean, this place is named after you, right?
Yeah. My means of information are not your concern.
Okay. I don't want to pry. Of course, I actually care little about the things that are running over here in this sector.
Well, the less you know, the better.
Okay, that sounds fair enough. Thing is, the information you just gave us, that does make things easier. So, Alec would just stand up the chair and go, all right.
Hold on.
I'm with you.
There's a caveat to this job.
All right. Hit me.
If any of you are spotted stealing the beast, or anyone survives and tells the tale, you failed. Not only have you failed, but you've caused trouble for the Night Runners. I won't allow it. This job is done either quietly, with no witnesses. Grigori will be out of his mansion for a merchant's task in about 3 days. That is your opportunity. But inside his mansion will be guards.
Do you know how many guards?
I care not about the minutiae details. You can talk to Laliana.
Okay. Thank you.
So, are you taking the deal?
I look at Nadia.
Nadia nods furiously.
I nod back. Just calmly, I just nod back. All right. You have your deal. Your Tempe here. No help.
And if it's a lie, give me a deception. Otherwise,
it's not.
Okay, cool. And so he
He smiles a little bit and says, "I'm glad we have an understanding. This could go very well for all of us." And with that, he gives a gesture that you're dismissed.
Stand up, bow a little, and just walk away of the whole shitty bar. I'm not. Bye-bye, you fuckers.
They're like, I don't even want to drink anymore.
I'm gonna.
In one of timelines that Astos actually see, Alec is just running out of the bar like full speed, just middle finger the whole place. Just
it's only on activation. I just I love to use it as a little narrative.
I'm just messing around. Don't
fun
worry.
Detail, but yeah. So with that, y'all are dismissed. You can still ask him questions or something, but he expects you to leave.
Yeah, Nadia is going to gently bow her head, and she's going to be like, "Thank you for the opportunity."
Aye. Good luck, love.
I do have
She's
one
going to
night.
dismiss herself.
Oh, sorry. I interrupted.
She's going to dismiss herself.
Following.
Do you want to say something, Jenny?
Yeah, I was gonna say as I'm leaving, I'm gonna say, I do have one idea. If you do not like this Grigori, why not murder the bird instead of kidnap it? Then you can blame it on someone else.
We'll put it into consideration.
Okay, and she'll walk off and join everyone outside, and then look at Nadia and say, "He was a dick."
I owe my life to him.
Yes, well, if we can, let's stab him in the face.
No. You don't want to do that, Ginny.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
Have I seen Charles Langston before? From my past? Or in the previous bar?
He's the husband of the leader of the coins of House Langston. So it's probably rare that you would have. But go ahead and roll me a d20, and if you hit like a 1 or a 2, I'll say you've glimpsed him. If you hit a 1, you might have even talked to him.
Okay.
All right. No, you haven't seen his face before.
Okay.
Or maybe you've heard of him. I'm sure you've heard of him, but you haven't met him.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a history check, though. And you might know some things about him. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I tried.
It's all good. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. All right. Yeah. What do y'all do?
Would I have a good memory of the Langston I dealt with in my past, and or of the one in the previous bar? What they look like?
Yeah, I would say you met the one that kind of besmirched your name was a Marcus Langston, a sort of I would say a cousin of the head Langstons.
Okay.
Marcus Langston.
Good to know.
And to put that in your backstory would be even better for me.
Okay.
But I put a note in here for myself too. So you have Marcus to blame for giving you the bad name that you had.
Okay. I will note that.
You know him as sort of like a twat, a guy who's, never had to work a day in his life and kind of just lives off the riches of his cousin, Olivia.
Okay. Excited about that. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, what do you guys do? Or do you want to talk to each other? I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
That terror made me very hungry. Could we go somewhere to eat where I am not afraid of being stabbed, or afraid for Alec being stabbed?
Yes, please, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I
you can
had
always go
enough
to the
of this
Bronze
place.
Jakar.
Yeah.
There's a lighter atmosphere there.
It's weird because Nadia feels at home here.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Like, I'm fine. Let's just go back inside and go to the bar.
Yeah, he only dismissed you from the table. That's up to y'all how you want to do this. I can pull that. I can pull the legless kank back up if you want to drink there.
Nadia's choice.
I would prefer staying at the bar, honestly,
Okay.
Okay.
because they ain't gonna cause anybody problems.
Yeah, you're employed now.
Now that
I mean,
y'all have talked to him,
it's probably
yeah,
the safest place in town for you guys, as long as you don't abandon
yeah.
the job.
Okay. Okay.
She's gonna walk back in.
I get to
Safe
continue playing
place
this.
in town. Say. Let's pick up this table over here.
You're like, let's be far away from them, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we can even
I mean,
close
if
the
I-
door or something. Or
There's a window over here, right? I can jump out of it. That's
Sure.
fine, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I would just go without talking for like 5 to 10 minutes. And
He's just
go-
silent there, like thinking about
Just-
all the choices in his life that led to this moment.
I mean,
Yeah, just thinking.
I mean, I feel like Jenny's reply to what you said would be like, probably like, would you rather be killed by bad people instead of doing some dark shady business?
I mean, she could have told me not to get in this place, right? Right?
Yes.
Right? And he punches the table. Just God damn it.
But they already knew about you.
Yes, but they wouldn't interact with me if I was inside of this freaking place with her. With her. The thing was, I was with her. That's it. That's just the thing. That doesn't matter now. Doesn't matter.
You
It's not
chose to
important.
follow.
You didn't say a word.
I think that the person that saw us in the street earlier would have said what she would have said, regardless if you were here, but would have just passed the message along. They seemed the
Is
type
her
to-
name Tatiana or what's her
Laliana?
name again?
Laliana. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Laliana is good friend. So is Lo.
And she invited me here, inside of this place, right? Or
She
didn't.
did it.
If she
No.
was good friend, she wouldn't have told her father about Alec.
Night runners. They very perceptive. Especially if they're their own kind.
Wait, did you even tell Jenny about this whole mobster thing?
Nope.
She's
Nope.
pissed
She
at
didn't
you,
tell
by the-
anybody.
I love that this is the introduction.
Jenny is pissed, by the way. She's like, I can't believe you didn't even tell me.
all right. Since
Oh,
I'm Jesus Christ. Since we, and not just me, just because I'm Templar or anything, since we all are in dipshit to the neck, we should do the best out of it. But I do have to set a few ground rules on this stage we're gonna make, right? This robbery, all right?
Keep your voice down.
I'm talking like not highly enough, so
Okay.
don't worry.
Okay.
I'm just okay. Thing is, first of all, we're not just go in there and just start murdering people out of fun.
No, not fun. We kill them because they're assholes.
And
I mean, they have a lot of things. They are assholes, but I mean, do we really have to kill them?
that gives no
They beat
reason
their
to kill
slaves
them.
to death. Why not kill them?
How do you know they applies to everyone in that freaking house? Might be just the owner of it. He must
Best
think
not
he
to
owns
leave
the place.
witnesses to go back to the
BC
Night Runners.
just kind of shrugs and goes like, they live in the house with the slaves. They let them die by his hand. They're guilty.
You can just
They
judge
got
Nadia
people
kind of
around
nods
that.
with Beastie.
You can just judge people around that. That's not base enough to do it.
She
I mean-
shrugs and it is for me.
And what if the slaves see us? Does that extend to murder them too? Where do we draw the line?
The slave's safe.
Oh, they are witness. Your friend over there just say that no witnesses.
We do
right?
not kill slaves.
I mean, Lou thinks
If you
otherwise.
want, Nadia, go back over and talk to Lo.
About what?
Keeping slaves alive, of course.
We already have our job. If you're gonna buy the slaves, otherwise, I don't think they're gonna help us, and they will be witness if they saw us. So the thing is, we should make sure no one saw us. But how are we gonna do this?
Nadia really good at sneaking.
You go there by alone yourself, right? Then, sure, sounds fun enough. Thing is, we're actually each one of us is good at something. We gotta make a better plan out of this. I'm thinking, I can get us to the coin quarter, the place, I forgot the name of the area. Supposed to go.
Coins District?
Coins District. Thank you very much. I can get us there, but what if we can? We have 3 days to plan this. What if we get a good plan to infiltrate that place and just steal the creature without being noticed beforehand? Like,
Maybe.
I could do some.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Go on.
I could do some Templar business, visiting the house beforehand, and try to imply that it's just a regular search or something to get the information. That will help us in the infiltration,
What
so we
if?
don't have to kill anyone.
What about distraction? Like a big fire or something could distract them, and then that way the guards are distracted. Like, we could like sneak into one part of the house where the bird isn't, and then like set a fire.
Oh, hello, Nadia's friend again.
Oh,
I heard you were, you're the ones that took the job.
She nods furiously.
yes, took.
Well, I'm your contact. Could I have a seat?
She pats
you-
the seat beside of her.
Bring up a chair.
She hops up onto the table.
Oh, you don't have to. She hesitates a moment, but you seem to not move, so she goes, all right. So, I'm sure you've got questions.
Points at Alec. He has lots.
Sure. Go ahead.
Slaves. Are they witnesses if they see us?
Well, anyone with eyes is witnesses, yeah?
Okay, so
The trick
that
is not
implies.
to let them see you.
Okay, so we have to murder them if they see us. Okay.
No. So, the slaves are in 2 different locations. One's in the house. Now, they have their own quarters. It's locked in when they're not working. And if the glory's out, well, then they're not working. So, just don't go into the rooms. I can mark to you on a little map where the ones in which their rooms are. As far as the ones that are outside, just don't go near the farm. Go near the farm.
Alright.
If that's your only concern, well, I'm happy.
No, I do have plenty of concerns.
All right, well, hit me.
Would be strange to a Templar to do a inspection search in the house.
Quite
With the owner
strange.
there?
We
Alright.
got. You've got. Well, I mean, according to the Yonov family, you don't even have jurisdiction there. Not in the official district. Not since y'all tucked your tails in and went to the Templar district. No offense. It's just, well, the nobles aren't used to Templar not being invited.
How
You know, above the law and all that.
how strange would it be if one of the Langstons was there? Would you prefer if a Langston made a appearance there?
In what capacity?
I just perhaps a somewhat distant relative of theirs. I've known one, and yeah, might be able to have.
I almost want you to do a deception check because I fucking know what you're talking about. Even the DM has succeeded his insight roll. I'm gonna say if you want to, yeah, this is basically her to detect if you've got an angle. She's not following along with you, so she goes, well, if it would help bolster an alibi, but really all that needs to happen is for the beast to be in the other stables. At that point, we give the Yonov family a tip-off, anonymous. They go find the beast, and they see that, well, it's been stolen. The rest is history.
Damn it.
Ask if the creature is protected by anything special, traps, bomb, stone golem. So she goes, well, I haven't gotten a good look in the inside of the building, but I've heard that, well, and she starts to whisper, that one of her servants might be the magical kind.
So I would have jurisdiction in that, right?
One of Ace. I'm sorry. He says, well, I think getting into the building is the first problem.
Mm-hmm.
Look, unless you're bringing a Templar army, the noblemen kind of tell them to fuck off. It's not, it's not like Tyr or, Draj or something. Your kind just don't have very much power here.
All right.
And that's, to some extent, that's true. That's the only reason why you could be a Templar class, is because the Templar have lost their foothold on this city by a fairly good margin. And so higher ups, those that are fairly powerful, generally have bigger firepower than the Templar do. And so the Templar generally tell the Templar, or the Arch Templar generally tell the lower level Templar, which is what you are, to lay off the nobles because they don't want any trouble with them.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, it's, you can think of the Templar as basically another house at this point in the city.
Mm-hmm.
They have their own, they have their own power and their own motives and stuff, but they don't run the city. The nobles do.
So, the Langstons and the Grigories, or the guy's name Grigori, something else?
His first name is Grigori. The Yonovs.
The Langstons and the Yonovs, they live in the same district.
The Yonovs are in the official district. The Langstons are the owners of the coins.
Okay, so
specifically, the Yonovs own the lower part of the official quarter. The official quarter is actually kind of divvied up by two houses, and I haven't given much information about what the other house is, but it's not important right now.
Okay.
The Yonovs are kind of you can do a history check about the Yonovs.
Okay. Did it click?
God,
it clicked.
Sorry.
No, it's just not a good.
Yeah. I mean, really all you know is that the Yonovs, in the past, like to use a lot of muscle to get their work done.
Okay.
They own a lot of farms and stuff. Protect the food with the muscle, and sometimes they attack other houses or steal from them, when they get the chance. A very
between the Yonavs and the Langstons is a sort of like a tentative truce or ceasefire.
Did y'all ask about the beast being protected or anything?
So she said she didn't really get a good look inside the building where it's at, but there's definitely a number of guards inside.
Okay.
And that there is one of, she said there's possibly one of a magical sort inside as one of the workers, not the slaves.
Okay.
What's the name of the creature we should steal again? Is it Erdlu?
Crodlu.
Oh, Crodlu, yes.
Crodlu. Okay, so it's
Erdlu are like mules or beasts of burden, while the Crodlu are more like are horses.
But they are like a little bit alike, right? Or no?
Crodlu are like, I think I've shown y'all a picture of a Crodlu before. They're not anything like a horse.
Okay.
Nadia is going to recall back to where Beastie talked, or well, she didn't know she talked, but she was animal handling the very special Erlude that we seen. And she's going to suggest Beastie help with the animal.
I posted a picture of a person riding a Crodlu in notes to players.
All right. Nice,
Okay.
nice.
They're kind of like war horses.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of look like iguanodons.
I was muted.
Yeah,
I was
but-
asking how big it was.
Yeah, the picture should say it all.
Yeah.
They're large class creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Are they generally at seeing that? They generally, especially if they're tamed, willing to like follow instructions, be quiet, come with us if we pull the reins, etc., etc.
Trained ones can follow orders.
Okay, so they're pretty obedient.
Yeah, the ones.
That's
that are
why she suggested Beastie.
It takes they're expensive because it takes a lot of effort to train them.
I'll look to, oh god, I'm gonna butcher this name, Laliana, and I'll say, are you coming with us?
No. But I can spot things for you. I can spy. I can scout. But I'm not to go in the house.
Afraid of adventure?
No, by order.
Oh.
No night runners. No. And sorry, Nadia, but you're an associate, but not a night runner. So no night runners are meant to be directly involved in this.
Is there anything else that you might have heard is worth a pretty iron in there? In particular.
Say that again. Is there any pretty iron? Is that what you said?
Is there anything worth a pretty iron in there?
Well, it's a nobleman's house. Probably has quite a lot.
Well, you're going to give us a map of the place, right?
I stole it myself. The plans that they made before they built it.
Oh, wow. Nice foresight.
It's a bit rough, and I heard that they might have made additions, but it should serve you well.
Beastie gets a look on her face and is oh wait, no, we're breaking into a different house.
Also, I'll mark the rooms on the map where the slaves are, so you don't have to kill them.
Okay.
Anyhow, I'd wager if you freed them. Well, I've not to know a freed slave that would go to the Templar.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I've known not a freed slave that would willingly go to the Templar. So, to think that a slave would tell on you, I don't think so. That is, if you want to risk it.
That's good to know. But I think I have my methods to avoiding that kind of conflict. Oops. And besides that, Alex just stand up. I will be on the Brewster car, but first I have business to attend to. So, if you guys need me, I'll be there. I'm not spending the night here or anything else. So...
Not going to the Templar district, are you?
No.
And she smiles and goes, all right.
If I would go there, you would just stop me right there, right? If I tell you that I just want to talk to my mother.
My hands would be tied. If I'm going to be straightforward with you, I'm going to follow you.
Okay.
I feel like you're a nice guy. I don't think you'll tell anyone, but if your mother's there, I would not tell her what you're doing.
Yes. I wouldn't put her heart at risk as well doing that, so... But I was about to go. I will be sincere with you since I'm already in deep shit to the neck. I will be sincere with you as well. I would go to my master, the Templar that just trained me, and I will talk to her about other problems that I have right now. Not about you.
I don't think that's a good idea. See, I won't be able to know what you're saying, and I really have to tell Lo what you're doing.
That's why I'm telling you, so you can relay it to him.
If you relay to him that you're going to the High Templar before the job's done, he's going to kill you. I mean, he'd have to kill you.
I'm not...
It looks really bad. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. I just wanted to talk to her, but not about this job.
Could it wait until after the job?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I actually have no way of knowing if I could wait or not. But if this goes badly, my face gets marked for whatever reason, not by Lo or you or the Templars itself. I would get the hell out of here, but I'm not quite sure.
All right. She looks really uncomfortable with you talking about that you're going to go to a High Templar to talk, even if it's not about the conversation.
Look, just believe me this. I'm an elf. Most of the Templars actually don't like me because of that.
We just don't know you, Alec. And you're an elf, but you're not a Night Runner.
I know.
If you go to the High Templar, I must tell Lo, and you will die.
No. It's because it's not just because she's my master, it's because she's important to me that I'm going to talk.
Does not matter. It does not matter why you go. If you do it, you'll be dead already.
Then you're about to meet my mom, because I'm just going there. Alright? You want to follow me? Go ahead. I'm gonna just talk to my mother. She's not the High Templar, she's just a civilian. I just want to visit her and tell her that I might be away for some time. That's just it. Sounds good to you?
All right. Shall I be your fake girlfriend? I'm meeting your mother after all. What's she going to ask?
Well... Alright. Doesn't matter to me.
She's a little disappointed. All right, well. Shall we be off then?
Off we shall.
I'm going to do a time check here. So this has been 3 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
First things first, we can take a 5-minute break, or longer if it's needed. But that's if we're continuing to play. Do we all unanimously want to continue playing, or are we done for the day?
I have a game at 7 Central.
I have to go.
Okay, well that's in 3 hours.
I have to go.
I'm talking like.
I have to go shopping soon and take a bath and stuff. So I was thinking Or we could play for another half hour for me.
I mean, I'm good with another half hour.
Yeah, it's up to y'all. I mean, I was only gonna push it an hour myself.
I only have an hour total left to play, so a half hour is perfectly fine.
Yeah, we can do a half hour.
Okay.
I'm happy with that plus time. It's good. Do you want to make the break still?
Yeah, we can shoot the break. 4:05.
4 or 5. Sounds good.
Ooh.
So, Aaron,
Yeah.
I actually wanted to talk to the. Let's go to the secrets real quickly.
Yeah, sure.
Talk a little bit of background, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, of course.
Not
Let's do
having
it.
a break. I mean,
I wasn't planning to, anyways. You guys are great, by the way. Thanks for being you.
hey man.
I hope I'm not coming off like a harsh DM or something.
No, it's fine.
No.
It's fine. That's part of the
right
game, man.
now, Genevieve is staring daggers at Liliana.
It's a harsh situation, but I'm rooting for you to come out on top with lots of money and connections.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm having a good time playing, so it's all good.
That's great. Yeah, Alec is really getting his world turned upside down.
He's like, one day of this week, his life is just, jolly good, walking on the street.
Kissing his mom goodbye for a work, day, and then another day.
The next day, he's like talking to a sword who is cursed and want to kill people. What the fuck is going on?
It's a hard knock life for you.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah. It is 4:06. Are we all gathered again?
I'm here.
Yeah. Rona, Alec, Heatherly. I think I heard Helio is Lexion, Nadia.
I'm here.
Cool. So we're all here. So we
Nice to meet you here.
So we can roll this into 4:30, or 30 after this hour.
right.
Okay. So what do y'all do? Do you have other questions for Liliana, or I think you were gonna go talk to your mother.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for everyone to finish this question so we can go. Me and my fake girlfriend.
Oh, I assumed that you were going by yourself.
Yes, I'm gonna visit my mom, so yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not staying on this tavern. I'm gonna stay on the Drakkar, Golden Drakkar, the Bronze Drakkar.
Okay. You're like, I'm done with this place. I'm out of here, and you go and talk to your mother. Before that happens, Liliana, I just want to see if anyone else had questions for Liliana, and then we'll go to.
I just want to insight check her. Can I do that?
Like, for if you just get like a bad feeling about her.
Yeah, like a bad feeling.
Okay, go ahead and roll an insight.
She's distrusting.
Never mind. I'm just gonna shake it off.
You were never that good at reading people.
Yeah.
And today is no different.
Yeah. I will be like 2 seconds, so just go ahead.
Okay. So
Liliana, do you know how many guards they usually have inside or workers inside the mansion?
It changes from time to time. On the night that you go, I'll make a tally.
Sounds good.
Well, the best tally I can, through the windows and all that.
Better than nothing.
Right. When the night comes, and it'll be during the night, I will come by here. The Bronze Chakar. Where do you want to meet me?
We're at the Lightless Kink right now, right?
Yeah, we're at the Legless.
Yeah. How about the Bronze Shikar? You can meet up there.
Sure.
with that, she heads out with Alec.
And
she's gonna.
You
Nadia's gonna run up to Liliana and she's going to simply shake her hand and be like, "It's always pleasure."
Says, "Of course. Sorry about the circumstances."
She nods understandingly.
And with that, she heads out with Alec.
All right. We often.
And so you're walking with her, and she says, "So, Alec,
Yes.
how'd you come about being a Templar?"
Tempe's kind of a bad word.
Yeah. I thought as much.
You kind of figure that's all that's the only word they have for
They
you.
know, yeah.
In
They actually don't
in
say the
Legless
word
Kink.
Templar
Yeah.
French. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the word copper for police.
Well, long time ago, I was walking in the street with my mom when I was a kid, hearing Ram, and I don't know, they sort of just looked at me and just thought, "Oh, what beautiful child! Let's just take her to Abalashi Ray to do that." You know, they take the most beautiful persons to Abalashi Ray because she has like this coat and something.
Oh, boy, roll. You were taken.
And yeah, but they didn't take me to be in the middle of the party that she has going over there. They took me just because I was a good-looking child, I suppose. I mean, I was healthy and really for a child, I suppose. That's kind of weird and fucked up in so many ways, but people don't talk about that.
Well, it is what it is, I suppose.
Yes, and
I always thought Tempe's, excuse me, Templars volunteered. I didn't know they were taken.
yes, yeah, they don't. I don't think they think fondly of elves most of the time, but there are other elves in the Templars in this.
Do you like being a Templar?
It's something. I mean, I have water, I have food. My mother has water and food, and I'm grateful for that. But I think it stops just about that. I don't like the fact that most of the Templars just have to kill magic users on sight.
Well, you're an elf, after all. If I don't know, if you do good work for the Night Runners, you could actually be a member. Just something to think about.
I'm not quite sure about anything quite like that, but let's talk about something else. Since I'm gonna introduce it, I'm forced to introduce you as a girlfriend to my mother.
Right.
I forgot the name of my mother. Out of character talking right now.
Well, that's up to you, my boy.
What's your mom's name? Sorry.
I had a name for her.
What's your mom's name?
Sorry. Critical Role joke.
I'm pretty sure I had a name for her. God damn it.
Yeah, you should probably write that in into your backstory or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it.
I
I have to update my backstory actually.
I swear I wrote down Alex's mom's name. Let me check my notes.
That would be fantastic. I don't have it at a glance.
I have a name. Nadia with an
Nadia. Sorry.
Oh,
no, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
It's like the moment where I named the woodcutters.
Morrigan.
Dun dun dun.
Morrigan.
Okay.
Morrigan of the Nightshades.
Morrigan of the Nightshades. I'm gonna just kind of write that in for you.
Thank you very much.
You gotta write that too, so that you can kind of make that easy for me.
I'm writing on my notes, and I'm just a heads up. I'm gonna update my backstory. So to keep things going because we have short time.
Okay.
Let's
let's proceed. So she comes by or you come by the place, and Laliana says, "So how do we meet?" She's gonna ask, right?
Yeah.
Not like how it actually happened, of course.
We met in a tavern. We had quite a few days just ahead of us talking and going out, and that's just it. Let's just talk about it. If she asks something else, totally fine. Do you have a clan?
I barely ever have a plan, but things seem to work out.
A clan.
Oh, a clan.
A surname.
Well, the Night Runners, love.
Do you want me to introduce you as a Night Runner? I mean, that's
well,
she's a mother of a Templar. Think about it.
Depends on how long we'll work for each other. Could be good. Could be refreshing, not to lie. It's up to you.
All right. I'll be sincere. It's my mother after all.
Sure.
And I'll knock on the door.
You knock on the door, and out comes your mother, and she says, "Alec, my dear,
Mama.
how was it, Mama?" And
Mama.
she gives you a big hug and kisses you on your forehead, and says,
She's actually taller than me.
"Did you have a safe trip?"
Yes, it was sorta. It was fun. I didn't have that much fun, but it was fun. Shall we go in, please? I have to introduce you to someone.
Yeah, she was already smiling wide when she saw Laliana, and says,
"Don't give me that face."
She says, "My gosh, you've got such a fetching girl with you. Your name?" And she goes, "Laliana of," and he looks over at you, Alec.
Go ahead.
Of the Night Runners. And now I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if your fucking mom knows about the Night Runners.
Oh no.
Mama.
Oh.
Your mother's face droops.
Okay.
And she goes, "I'm sure you misspoke. What was the tribe name?" And Laliana pauses again, says flatly, "Night Runners."
Mama, we have to talk.
She goes, oh, I can't believe this. I'm gonna go make some tea.
Please, let's get inside before someone else
And
watches
she goes
this.
into the room, and you hear like hard clattering of things
Mama,
in the back.
Oh,
No,
Jesus.
no, I don't need any help.
See, that's why I
Just
wanted to lie.
Sit down.
I'll just
God,
turn to
please.
Larigana. That's why I wanted to lie.
How old are you, by the way?
I have to check. I don't remember. I think
It's not a
I'm
big
quite
deal. I
young.
was just gonna make a comment, something like 40 years. 40 years I had to teach that boy.
Okay, wait. Elves don't have
They don't have
a lot of life.
thing,
So I'm 27.
Yeah, okay, so 27 years. 27 years I had to teach that boy. What does he do? It's like just clattering the things. And Laliana looks like this has happened before. She's got like her face kind of smushed into her palm, kind of resting on the table in sort of a crass manner.
Feeling awkward already.
Sighing, yeah. She's like, my last boyfriend had this issue as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cheated on me though, so he's dead.
All right. Sounds fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, my last girlfriend just dumped me because she was my boss. So
Oh no, that's terrible. What happened?
I killed her. No, I'm joking.
And she kind of laughs and goes, "Oh, okay. I thought we might have something in common then."
Wow.
Oh, you're for real? You killed your boyfriend? Oh, geez.
Yeah. Well, me dad,
Okay.
wouldn't say no for an answer, and really, I
Okay,
didn't
so-
like him anymore anyhow. So he died. Knife in the throat and all.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I got the picture. Just don't tell Mama about this, please.
Sure.
And-
I'm, just a, one of the nicer night runners. As she rolls her eyes.
All right. you may call her Morrigan, right? Morrigan.
Morrigan. I can. Okay. Morrigan, I'd like some tea as well, please. And you just hear your mother go, "Oh," in the back, kind of muffled. Hold on. And,
I wonder what Aaron's wife thinks right now.
and I haven't a clue, to be honest. So she comes back with the tea. Her hair looks like she's been grasping and pulling it
Mama.
to some extent.
No.
But she's now collecting. She goes, "Yes, dear."
Do you need a new brush?
And she touches her head. "Oh, I see. I've become a bit disheveled. Please, give me a minute." And,
Mama, wait.
She rushes away.
God damn it.
Her eyes are just like glassy with tears. She's besides herself. And Laliana goes, "Wow, I really didn't expect this reaction. Like, this is a little bit much."
Thank you for following me as my fake girlfriend.
So, sorry. First off, it's part of the job.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I know you have to do this. I know she's a bit sensitive. I just want to tell her the truth most of the times, and
That's
this
good.
time I
Good,
knew it
keep
was gonna
still.
be rough, but I was actually planning on telling her something way much more worse. And
Not about the job, of course, right?
yes, you don't have to kill my mom. Thank you.
Oh, wouldn't want to ever. Would hate to do it.
But would do it.
But would do it.
Being the
She
implication.
doesn't say
there.
she would. She says she would hate to do it. Anyways, your mother comes back and she looks a little bit more put together, and she goes over to Lolly and says, "Here's your tea, dearie." And Lolly goes, "Oh, thank you so much." And starts drinking, and so the mother says, "So, how did you meet?"
In a tavern.
And Liliana smiles and says, "Yeah, looks like your dear old son can't hold his liquor."
I'm sorry, what?
I thought that would be like it'd be funny, convincing. It's fine. It's fine.
Alright.
And the mother just looks like she's just holding in
Mama.
herself.
Mama,
I see.
I just have to talk to you. This is important. I have a bunch of things to do. And
Of
first
course, you're a Templar after all. She looks quite proud.
Yes, I am. And I have to deal with some bad stuff that I'm having issues lately. And I'll just put the hand of the sword and just say nothing else about it. And just go, I will need to pick up some of my old stuff, my old clothes. That
no.
are not
Are
Templar
you
clothes.
traveling
I have-
again, dear?
I'm what?
Are you traveling again, dear?
I will be in the city, but I might not visit you for like a few weeks.
She looks a little disappointed and says, "All right.
I'm coming back.
I assume it's important."
It is, and it's nothing dishonorable. I promise you this. I will not throw our name to the gutter. I will not disrespect you in any way. You know that. And I just want to warn you, because I worry about you, and it's just it. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm talking to you. That's why I'm bringing Laliana here as well.
She smiles sweetly at you and says, "Oh, my boy. I raised you well, I think. I'm just so confused. Why?" And she looks over at Laliana, and Laliana just looks back at her like, "Yeah, go ahead and say it." But the mother doesn't say. She says,
Say it, bitch.
"Why things have turned this way?"
Mama, I have to deal with some.
You're a criminal, dear. I'm sorry. I just have to say it. You're a
No.
criminal. I can't believe
I am not.
the Night
Mama.
Runners of all people. And,
Mama.
and Laliana's just sitting there silent, like, okay, yeah.
Okay. Mama, I need iron. I desperately need iron. I'm not gonna beg you money because I know we don't have that much. And I'm gonna do what it takes to, not because I'm greedy to take the money, but because I actually think it's gonna be a good thing to do in the end of it. You see this? I'll put my hand on the sword.
Mm-hmm. Yes, dear. Is that a new issue?
Yes, it's exactly my new issue. This is my issue.
And she looks almost a little bit proud again. She says, "Were you promoted? It looks very expensive."
Yes, and I'm trying to deal with this expense for the moment. And that's why I'm doing this, so...
And she looks back at Laliana and says, You're a snitch, aren't you? I must have misunderstood. You're working with her. You've turned her. Oh, I'm sorry, dear." And then she goes over to Laliana and says, "I'm so sorry." And she kisses her head, and Laliana's like pushing her
I
away.
turn to Laliana and just nods. I turn to Laliana and just nods. Just
And Lana
go
goes,
with it.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, all right. Yes, I'm a snitch. That's what I am. Snitching on the Night Runner clan. And Alec here has turned me with his beautiful look at his hair. I mean, I've seen it. And so I'm no longer with the Night Runners. I'm running away with Alec, and
typing.
And yeah, that's it. You've got it.
Say you're pregnant.
A smart lass you are. Smart one, indeed.
And you're pregnant.
And the mother just looks sweetly at her and says, I knew, of course, you couldn't make such terrible decisions being with a night runner without being smart yourself. I raised you well.
Yes. Thank you for understanding, Mama. And...
So, how long have you been together?
Few months.
Oh, well, I think we've been shagging at least a week, right?
Oh, Jesus!
and the color just drains from the mother's face. She's kind of like leaning in her chair, drinking the tea like it's a beer.
Chug.
She's drinking. It's like, isn't that good, is it? And puts it down, and yeah, the color's just gone from her face. And she goes, well, only stopped being a night runner for a week. I'm sure she'll regain her manners in a moment's time.
That's all right, Mama. Liliana, please limit to talking for the moment.
Sure.
Mama,
Is there anything else you were saying, your mom?
I would just give her like 20 of my irons that I have.
You're a sweetheart. Thank you.
Just to keep things.
I'll hold it and only spend it when needed.
Please. Do use it for yourself if you want or have or need anything, And don't give shelter to anyone.
I wouldn't dream of it, dear. Okay. Except, of course, your lovely girlfriend here. You're welcome here anytime.
I look at her,
and Ollie goes, "Wow, new digs, huh?"
I just say,
I like it. And she starts looking around.
No,
nice place.
Nope. Mama, not even Liliana, please.
Oh, Mummy, you're so wonderful to me.
Don't you dare call her Mummy.
I think we'll do wonderfully, my love. As she puts her arm around you and says, "I can't wait for our long future."
I will die.
And she winks at you and says, "You're so fun."
Oh my god, that's so funny.
No, he's not. And and she says, "Well, Mother, I think the two of us must be leaving."
Yes.
And we'll see you very soon.
Yes. Okay, so yes. Bye, Mama. Thank you very much for understanding everything. And
yeah,
I'm gonna kill myself in the
as you
outside.
Your mother hugs you, embraces you lovingly and kisses you and says goodbye, my son. And as you leave, Liliana is bursting out in tears, laughing. She starts laughing. Goes, "Oh my God, your mother is so sweet. My mother beat me. Right. This is a huge step up."
Yes, of course it is.
So are we visiting on the first of the roll or the second? Shall I get a nice dress for your, for the household, or what do you think?
I actually am thinking of doing a bit of shopping for myself. Yes, because not because I want to murder you right now, but I'm really angry at you. But that's fine.
I mean, I'd be a bit miffed too, I suppose. I'll leave you to your own devices, although I'm keeping an eye, to be honest.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
I kind of
stray far away. You don't have to stray far away. I'm just gonna buy some clothing. That's just it.
Oh, is this our date now? As she starts to shove her elbow into your side. Make it official and all. Anyways, go on with unless you had more to say.
No, I'll just go. All right. Just don't bother me that much, all right? And I'll just move on. I just want to buy like new clothing to not cover, but to substitute the Templar wearings that I have, and I want to find lighter armor to use.
Lighter armor.
I'm using a chainmail, and I want to find something that will raise my AC, but does not give me disadvantage on stealth rolls, because I might need
like a medium armor or a light armor.
if I can use a medium armor that does not give me disadvantage. Let me check.
Medium armor won't give you disadvantage on like stealths and stuff, but you can only you can only benefit from 2 points of AC bonus from your dex.
That's actually really good, but yeah, sure.
Okay. Then you can find like a breastplate. It won't be made out of metal. It will be made out of kank shell. You can find scale mail. You can find hide. Yeah. So the breastplate's really the nicest one, but that's going to be 400 iron.
Oof, nope.
Otherwise, the scale mail is 50 iron. Same AC, but it does give you disadvantage on stealth, whereas the breastplate does not.
There's a hide? Someone sell hides?
Yep, it's only 12 AC though. It's pretty shitty.
Oh, fuck.
So you'll only have like 14 AC.
Fuck.
At that rate, you should just go studded leather.
Jesus, how much for the studded leather?
Studded leather, which only gives you 12 AC, but you can have as much AC bonus from your dex as you want.
Yeah, I have 8 dex.
It is 45 iron.
45. Okay, I'm gonna stick to my chain for the moment. I just buy.
If your dex is 8, you should just go heavy as possible, my dude.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to have disadvantage. Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah. A breastplate is gonna be where it's at for you in the end, but it is expensive right now.
Yeah, don't. I'm not thinking too much about it right now, so I'll just pick up another clothing to avoid using Templar clothing if I need to not be a Templar quotation.
Yeah, you can like wear something over your armor, even if it's a fucking burlap sack, like that. Just something to conceal that you're a Templar.
What kind of armor does he have right now?
I have a chainmail.
Yeah.
Full chainmail.
It technically won't be chain. I called it wyvern hide.
Wyvern hide, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it just is like thick as leather as you can get before it becomes heavy scales or kank shell. Okay, so
he could drop the rest of it and just go with the shirt and call it a chain shirt equivalent, which is 13 plus dex.
You'd have to like break it apart. I mean, the chainmail is all integrated.
I am not breaking my armor apart.
And technically, it's not chain anyhow. It's not hide armor, so.
So, out of fun, just because I had a wonderful afternoon with her, I would just go, after I arrive on the bronze car, and just go, okay, so you followed me. You just put some terror out of the heart of my mama, and you scared the shit out of me. So, would you at least, the minimum you could do right now is just buy me a drink?
I can do that. After all, I got a free tea.
Yes, sure.
So she'll buy you a drink at a place. I want to handle anybody else's stuff before we let go.
I stopped there. Sorry, I took too much.
No problem. This was fun. I had a blast.
That's awesome.
Does anybody want to address something before we close out?
We're learning a lot about the party.
Yeah.
I'll have to read these.
Basically, Jenny, you created Never Have I Ever.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're having fun. That's what's important.
And then we were also discussing before between us if we should go talk to Lo and be like, hey, have you ever heard about any magic swords that possess people, make them go blind or anything if they get taken away from them? And then we were like, nah, maybe that's not a good idea.
Like, you what? All right, so I like to ask this at the end of my games, at least my full games. Was there anything that was particularly good about